Long live dog. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You are watching We Beat You. It's another one, gang. We here now. Ain't no turning back. We got the Diamond Gang. Diamond in the building. Dr. E will be with us soon. Said he had to go get him some heat. We got the real Angel in the building doing all the technology up in this motherfucker. Y'all get in here. Like, share, and subscribe if you like the channel. I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers that have been watching our content. We thank you very much for paying attention, and that's why we do it, dog. We do this for justice for dogs. So we thank you guys very much for being participators on this mission. Long live dog. 440. Shouts out to my mods. People be here in a second. We got 4 in the building. Sorry about yesterday, all the inconvenience, but we right here. Y'all get in here. Make sure y'all tap in tomorrow too. We got a nice show coming up tomorrow. It gets better and better. Y'all get in here. Shouts out to all the haters. What would we do without them? Let's go. Shouts out to YG Yolanda the Gray. I hope y'all was checking on my channel. She just started her new channel. There's people doing real shit out here, real content creators. Shouts out to everybody in the Dolph sector. Let's get it. Big ups to Identical. We're doing some reviews on the Identical. You know how we get all the business, man. We get all the business. You know, we right here. 4th and inches. Let's go. Shouts out to Cupcake. Shouts out to Memphis South. Shouts out to Antoine, Damon Brains. Everybody come and support the channel, MFD. Y'all get in here. If you just get in, as soon as you walk in, please hit that like button. We need 50 likes. Y'all get in here. And I am C-Dub, Mr. I ain't said a word. They can't even. But you know what I'm saying. 4 in the building. Hope we got 4 likes. We got some exclusive shows coming up tomorrow. And the day after, and many more. Let's go. Boy, I know Hernandez go, man. Boy, about to shit a brick. That was where I'm about to shit a brick. Somebody about to shit a brick. I feel that Rico coming. Well, boy, ain't you glad you ain't Hernandez go, man? Or Cornelius, ain't no telling what they doing to straight drop down there. That boy probably walking around with all kind of knots in his head. I said, damn. What up, Cupcake? Y'all get here. What's up, Cupcake Gang?
Hey, Cupcake. Cupcake.
We here now, y'all. Ain't no turning back. What's up, Diamond Gang?
What's
Shouts out
going
to the
on
Band-Aid
in this
Gang.
wind? In the wind, in the wind.
Are you in the wind? No, we getting Dr. E up here. Get Dr. E on the line. Somebody tell Dr. E to answer his beeper. Y'all know them doctors be having their beepers. Let's get this motherfucker rocking, gang. What up, Antoine? Well, I just gave a big shout out to you. You know, we back in class. This shit like class, ain't it, gang? This should be like a class. Like we trying to be in the law. Judges and shit, detective class. That's what we at, gang. That's how we handle this shit. That's how we hold it when we get up on here. Let me go ahead and drop this cup, drop the stage. Now I'm gonna drop the stage. What up, Diamond Gang? She is here, gang. Salute to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for joining us. Angel, turn that air on because you know it's gonna get hot. You got the air up.
You told me to turn it off.
Turn it up. Ain't you hot? I said damn, because it's gonna get hot up in here. What up, Damon Brain? Gave you a special shout out, gang. What's going on, everybody? I gave y'all shots out. We're gonna use a little bit of fair use commentary today. I just wanted to go over this, just to see things in plain sight. Ask a couple of questions. This live is basically just gonna keep us focused on what we see, keeping our eyes right, making sure that we stand on track with what's going on, because it is a lot of crazy stuff that has went on here in the cookie shop. Let me go ahead and make sure that we all on the same page tonight. I think we are. I'm getting a couple of things. Let me line this up real quick for everybody to actually see here. Okay, I got this. All right. Okay, so these are some certain things that we have to go back. It's gonna have a lot of questions about fair use commentary. People are calling in. Thank you guys. If you just got in, please hit the like button. And again, thank you to all the new subscribers, gang. We've been getting a lot more people watching now, and I'm thankful for that. Okay, be ready in 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, charging. Okay, so we in here, gang. Salute to everybody. Band-Aid gang in the building. Okay, I'm gonna read Cupcake's chat. We made it. Make sure folks are ready. The same book, much less be on the same page. Absolutely, gang. Be mindful of what she just put. Get ready. Could anybody wonder what Hernandez? Diamond, let me ask Diamond Gang, because you know Diamond Gang can tell you some weird shit, make you be like, oh, what the fuck, Diamond Gang. She might be driving, but what do you guys think?
Yeah. What's up?
What you think about? How you think Hernandez feel right now?
Empty inside.
Does anybody know what it feel like to be empty inside? I said, damn. What made you say he feel empty inside?
Because he ain't got nothing to be here for. He already wasted his time on this earth for nonsense. I mean, his purpose here is for what?
Woo! Very educational. I'm gonna use this for fair use commentary, everybody. Let's get ready to rock the show. Dr. E said he'll be here in about 10 minutes. Let me share this right here. We're gonna use a little bit of fair use commentary. Me and Diamond will be doing some review on this. So let's go ahead and, man, it feels good. I heard somebody, and I'm gonna read some of the also I will be covering some comments that was in some of our comment sections on at least one or two of our videos. So I'm gonna read some of that because I feel like it's important to keep people that are commenting, because you don't want to leave a comment in anybody's section, and the person that's running the channel doesn't answer you. It's not fair. I think if you keep people involved, they come back. So I try to touch all those bases here on this channel. I just think that's very important. So let me get this video here on the line. Taking it nice and slow. Sometimes it's good to take it nice and slow. Sometimes take your time, baby. Baby, we can do it. Baby, we can do it. Take your time. Do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. I said down. Okay, Angel, we are looking here for, where did it just go? Got 5 in the building. Let me see here. I got the title here for everyone. All right, it is going to be. They're trying to do me all type of ways tonight, gang. It is actually
You lucky I finished my big toe.
all right. 6 in the building. Let's get this week. Y'all know we finna pipe up. Where is it? It was okay, identical. There it is. Where it is. Okay, it was the identical. So we're gonna get ready to watch this. Where did it go?
Here, let me see.
Timeline setup. I just had to get this first one ready, gang, before we get ready to go into overdrive. So identical. Just had it.
Gotta type it again. You know how this.
Oh man, they doing me all type of ways. Y'all get in here. I sit down. Maybe I need to goddamn get my animated gang on. So okay, let's go ahead and I had it pretty much set. There it is, right there. All right. There. All right.
I don't know what it is.
I got it. I know where it is. All right, let's get it, gang. Let's get straight to it. Fair use commentary under Act 107. I definitely want to give props to Identical. These two twins have been covering a Dolph case. If you don't know their channel, it is all caps IDENTIKAL. Now, Identical, rest in peace to the brother. He passed away, and his brother keeping the legacy moving on. So, and it takes a strong brother to actually keep that going, gang. So, I want to salute them, man, because I think they did a pretty good job of covering the cookie shop. And I said, well, let me go back with the gang and go over there, because it's some couple of key pointers when you do watch this. So let me get ready to share the screen right here for everybody can check out actually this video that we about to do. Fair use commentary, destroyed the inside. Okay. Close down. Okay, here we go. Okay, I had it right here already ready. All right, let's rock the show. Here it is, gang. We got 11 in the building. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. We are watching commentary here on the review that the Identical. Now, I want everybody to know a lot of this stuff that we're going to be looking at. Please feel free to comment. We will be reading the comments. What's going on, Memphis South? So yeah, we definitely going to get to it. A lot of this stuff had happened, everybody, when it came to this situation, because this is before anybody really knew much about what happened to Dolph. So these guys are giving their review on how they think this happened. Now we see a bend in the door. So one of the things, Diamond, I want to know, and chat, I would like to know. What up, Mike Wonders? Glad to have you. What do you guys think about this? Why? And we all from the streets, right, gang? We all been from the streets. Now, when you look at Marquita's cookies, it make you think, like, something was going on when you from the streets. Now, I know Memphis South finna do them all type of ways, but don't nobody just breaking no stove that look like this for nothing. for nothing, gang. That means the streets know that there is something going on in that store. Now, being from the outside looking in, because y'all know the streets talk, so let's just all keep it all the way of being. If you wasn't from Memphis, you wouldn't think nothing was going on in a cookie shop. No. You got waving, she a little overweight. Everybody would look like they were eating good. So I'm like, y'all might not think there's something going on, right, Diamond?
That is so true.
So why would people attempt to break in the store? Now, people are y'all gonna get turned up, and everybody finna go this way and that way. Kimberly, I'm reading that. Okay, let me read this. Okay, same book. Okay, I'm keeping everybody. Band-Aid gang, what's up? All right. So let's go ahead and rock the show.
This door. So we've been laying a totally opposite, different way. That way. Right by that door. Y'all see how close that is? This door has been robbed.
Multiple times. Now we want to know, how do they know that the store? Let me ask Memphis South. Is that guaranteed? Is that set in stone? Being from Memphis, had Marquita's cookies been robbed several times? We as the people only know of one. So anybody from Memphis, if you know that this place has been hit more than once, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. That was Memphis South that said that. Memphis South said it had been robbed. Oh, he put a 100. So multiple times that Marquita have been hit. Now, they want that cookie recipe. Because when I talk to her, now I know the streets. If you know the streets and you know what's going on in this cannabis game, see, because in tomorrow's video, is it tomorrow? Did I mention, is it tomorrow's video? Is it? No. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow video, we got an exclusive game. So Memphis South is already in the right track. So now, the cookies. If you ate the cookies, then you know. See, you just can't. I'm just being honest, gang. I'm a cook. I love to cook. I have my own food truck business I'm getting ready to start here. But I'm going to tell you now, gang. Them is some good ass cookies. Some people going to say they ain't. But it's something about the butter. Hit the like button. They real buttery. And I overheard, and I've been watching say, we came up with the right chemistry. Now, if they doing them cookies that good, gang, imagine when they finesse it with the butter and they know what they doing. You probably could eat that cookie and not even taste that goddamn cannabis in it. I said, damn. Because if you ask me, I believe that's what was going on. And the streets knew that was going on. Not everybody can hold water, gang. Let's talk about it. Not everybody can hold water. They can't. And you know they got them cookies up in there. My partner be going up in there. You know how they go, Diamond? Shit, my partner Boo and them, they be, but between me and you, shit, they be infusing them cookies, bro. You just gotta know them. They don't do it for everybody. Y'all know what I'm talking about, gang?
Yeah, and then the more money you make, the haters come and they start running their mouth too.
I like this kind of better.
And the word slip. Y'all know how the streets is. People that get hit, they get their house robbed or something like that, it be because of someone they know. Someone they know. You want to know if somebody broke up in your house? It's somebody you know. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Somebody break in your house get broken into, that shit just don't happen on the humbug. Either the neighbors is looking through the blinds and you doing something illegal and they can tell, or it's somebody right there in your goddamn circle. somebody in the circle. And like Mr. South said, they want the recipe. And I know what he mean when he say the recipe. Because they thinking, well, they got some money up in that motherfucker. They got some money up in that stove. And it's crazy. They could have thought it was some bricks in the stove. See, what it is, gang, I'm thinking, and I got another question. That whole plaza connects. And maybe people was thinking the cookie shop keep the stash somewhere. Maybe not right there in the stove, right that part, but somewhere down in that plaza building. They got something put up. Telling you. Let's continue.
And they knew they were getting extorted. So the bullet holes that's in the wall of the store have been there. Some people didn't recognize them. They didn't matter because if it was fresh bullet holes, it would be a bigger hole in the wall. The bando next door, the building next door is abandoned.
There you go. Then I own to something. A bando next door. I shared a story on one of my lives that showed y'all how I was involved in a situation where I know these plazas connect. I've showed y'all that. These places be connecting. Now, I mean, we gotta do our research. If we're gonna put it together, who thinks that Dolph was shot in the inside? Who thinks Dolph, I never asked the chat this. Who thinks Dolph walked through that door? Did anybody think about that? Do you think Dolph walked through that door? And we just saw them running. Dolph, do you think Dolph walked through the door? Through that white door? Dolph could have went and took a pee. Dolph could have got shot from the inside of the store. That's alleged, but there's a possibility, right? Who thinks that Dolph got shot from the inside of that store? Please put in the chat. I would love to read it later. Cupcake says, hey, for the next 20 minutes, I'm going to be running in and out. I will hit and miss in the chat, but I'm still got my earpods in so I can hear. I just got to type or do anything. Thank you, gang. 18 in the building. Let's hit that like button. Let's get this shit running, gang. We on some real shit. Who think that it's a possibility that Dolph walked through the door? Diamond?
I think so. I think that it was an inside hit.
You've always said that. It's a lot of people that think that Dolph went inside that door. We'll never know, will we? Until Hernandez Govan get that tape from that PI. Do you think, Diamond, that we'll get a chance to see the inside footage? Does anybody think we'll get a chance to see the inside footage? I think so, too. I think that's a possibility. I do. Now, I'm going to tell you, those bars that's going across right there, those bars like that's going across where you see the little sign, that's not a low bar. That bar goes up to like your armpit. And I'm 6'1", so it goes up to your armpit. You would think that's waist high. Anybody on been there, you would think that it's waist high, like it's just at your waist. No, it's actually pretty tall bar. Because you can see at the door handles, it's kind of high. So,
you know what I got a question about? I have a big question.
Now they coming in.
Where is Dolph's brother? We have yet to know his whereabouts currently.
We about to figure that out. Diamond's always said that she thinks, if you think Marcus had some hit Dolph, help send Dolph up, put a 1 in the chat. I just want to see what pages that everybody's on. I believe he walked through the door. it just happened quick, like Raven said. So it's a possibility he walked through the door, got unalived. Because then if his brother didn't have to do nothing to do with it and could have been shot. What's up, MFD? Do you think that, like they say, it happens quick, like he could have got hit? That would have been some weird timing, though, gang. That would have been some crazy timing. Okay, you go back there, you get unalived. Now they got to pause for a minute, right? Wouldn't they have to pause for a minute for 22 in the building? They would have to basically pause for a minute, right? Then wait till they come up and then push his body forward. Or was they shooting just to open the glass? Because I'm going to be real with you. If a bullet hits glass and it kind of cracks, when Dolph falls, the glass will be on the outside of the store. You know what I'm talking about? Right or wrong? A lot of people say, okay, the glass would have been inside of the store. Let's be mindful. Not if the glass is broken already. Hit and broken. If he falls forward, boom, that glass is going to fall forward outside.
Right, but look
Damon
at the fact that
suspect is fucked. Now we rocking the show.
Right, but look at the facts, right? Would the one person he would least expect to come after him was the person right next to him, right?
Hey, Minister Joyce. Say it again, Diamond Gang.
The one person he thought, the least person he would think that would come after him was the one next to him, his brother. Now, if he was paid off to hit him off, and he probably was jealous of him anyway.
Now, I've heard through the grapevine, they say his brother used to drink. We don't know their relationship. And you would think, like, did he put, if anybody know Memphis, did he put his brother on? And that's a question I should have asked him. Damn it. And that's one be, I'm going back. I'm going back. Now I got to go back. Now I got to go back. I said, damn. What was Dolph's relationship with his brother? Because, you know, some brothers can be hateful toward you. Cain killed Abel. Unalived Abel. Does anybody know the relationship between Dolph and his brother? Did Dolph buy his brother? Was Dolph greedy? You got some guys that got money that's greedy. Did his brother deserve anything? Anybody knows? Damon says that Dolph's brother is suspect as fuck. Now, Minister Joy says, I believe Raven told the truth about him being brought through in the back because they stripped and redid the whole back of the shop. Redone. Uh-oh, they rocking shows. They rocking shows. The OG told you the people that were involved is unalive. Now, Antoine be pointing on some shit. You gotta watch how what you say with Antoine to tell you straight up the way he fucking feels. Now, I've been noticing that with Antoine. Check out Dumar and Dumar documentary. His brother was with him the whole documentary. He always kept his brother with him. Boom. So Memphis South, do you think his brother? Hey, we a community. Do you think that his brother? Do you think that Dolph's brother had something to do with it? Here come Kimberly. Here she come. Only person in the world that Dolph trusted. In his songs, he shoots out his name, Neiman. That was his nickname for Marcus. Dolph, not golf. I know what you mean because you're talking through your Bluetooth. Sorry, I got like 4. I got to be find out somebody. It's crazy tonight, so I'm listening in. I'll text when I can. Be right back. So we got so many mixed feelings. Y'all see when you dealing with this case, the type of shit that you can't be biased towards anything. It's so many. because you can say something when it comes to this Dolph case and offend somebody. You have to really, the Dumber and Dumber documentary. I'm going to check that out too. Matter of fact, I'm going to check that motherfucker out. Now, let's rock some. I got that clip up too.
Through there, they ain't got to rush the picture because there's no one occupying next door. Y'all see it was boarded up before? All this was boarded up. So, Dolph was here, standing over here, on the phone. If he got hit from outside, he'd be laying that way towards that door. Now look at this. This is Makita's footage of 3 assailants going crazy in there, doing whatever they want to do.
This is what they said.
And we're only saying this to say this because this footage we're able to...
Dude got something in his hand, gang. Dude got something in his hand.
Footage of 3 assailants going crazy in there, doing whatever they want to do. And we're only saying this to say this because...
They got a butcher knife. That must be the way they prowled in. They done prowled through something. What that look like to you, Diamond? And then this other guy got something in his hand as well. Look like a white bag.
Hey, we got more footage from this situation than we did the dog situation, didn't we?
Right, that's the question. Now we see them coming in. We're not seeing a body that's unalive. Raven just did a live just shortly. A couple of days ago, where she showed the top. So she tried to clean up her lie. I'm gonna show that tomorrow. He said that's that Getty Green. Okay. I didn't think of that. Hey y'all, I didn't think of that. I told you I freestyled this shit and brought it to you. I brought it to you. Now look, gang. Diamond, he said it's some Getty Green in that white bag. So he gonna run in with the Getty Green? So he already got some of it then, right? He already got some of it, Memphis South. He already got some of the Getty Green. Let's see.
This footage we're able to...
No, that's his hand. That's his hand, gang.
See. And look, they have on gloves. They have on gloves, everything. That's Makita's sign right there. We ain't got to amp it up. Y'all can look. Good TV zooming in. Now look.
Now what'd he get?
The sign right there. We ain't got to.
Okay. Now I'm thinking.
And all that time, ain't no police show up, no nothing, right?
Something ain't right here. Now we rocking the show. Now you want me to tell y'all what I've just seen right here? Watch the first dude. Watch this.
They have on gloves.
This is why I do what I do.
This doing
first
whatever
of all,
they want.
Look at where they came.
To do. And we're only saying this to say this because...
One more again. Watch this. Pay attention.
Now look at this. This is Makita's. Now look at this.
So, y'all think he came out of that door? Or do you think he broke the side window on the side? Because his motion, look, either he coming through and that door is already open in that centerpiece. What do you guys think? They play with the footage. Now watch this, gang. Watch this. His motion is quick. Coming. Now watch this, though. This is the thing. When you walk in that store and you look in that store when you come in, behind that counter, it's clear already. Now watch this. And there it goes. They changed a lot of the shit that happened in the back of that motherfucking store. I got you. I got your ass again. Because when you go over that counter, pay attention to this first dude. When the first dude goes in, he goes like in the back area. Because when you walk in Makita's Cookies, and you look straight ahead over this counter here, now at least, you can already go to the back. and be in the back. Like True Results showed us, you already can see everything in the back. Right or wrong, Angel? That lady that served us the cookies, she was right there, and she walked all the way to the goddamn back of the store from the cash register. So why are they coming from this side door if they could have came right there through the back? Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. And you're going to see when this first dude jumps the counter. If you kick in that back door, you came from that second plaza, right? It ain't no need for you to go this way. And why would you break the glass from outside to go in there to do that? See, this whole shit had to be reconstructed. For a reason, that is. Because if you pay attention to this counter and look at the counter now, that's all different. Like, if the color's different, look at that. They upgraded. They upgraded. Big time. Totally different. The counter's different. Let's continue. Let me read a couple of these comments. They call him Damon. Okay. Dumber and Dumber. Getty Green. They played with the footage. Absolutely. They definitely came from the back. We can clearly see that. And shouts out to the twins. Yes, they stole Young Dolph's weed. Now look at this, gang. Here's the catch. We know they came from the back, but watch the first guy jump the counter. And look where he goes.
This is Makita's
Look at
footage of 3 assailants going crazy and
to the cash register,
doing whatever they want to do. And we're only saying this to say this because...
Now where he go? So what I'm saying is, was there still that empty space right there that would take you straight to the back? Because if so, then there was no need for them to come through the door and come from this angle. Am I making sense a little bit to you, Diamond?
Yeah, I'm listening.
So there wouldn't be no need for them to come the way they came, to come right in front of the camera. They could have did everything in the back, right? Why would they have to go through that way to the front? But that guy went somewhere. This is why I wanted to bring that video, because I went there, and when you look at the counter, that's why I said, let me talk to the game. I give y'all what I experienced. And I don't really play my shit unless, you know what I'm saying, like shit like this. I like to be mysterious. I like to talk to you guys. Most of the time, I'm always point on with my shit and I already have my story together. But this one particularly, I want to know what anybody think, and being from Memphis, because think about it, if you're a criminal gang, y'all know how when True Results, shouts out to True Results, came and went in the store and showed the man, when you look to the right, you can see the door that connects to everything. So why would they come from the back, Diamond? Why would they come from the back, gang? Why wouldn't they just come? It should be not them hopping over the counter. It should be just a nigga hitting that, coming straight at that drawer right there where the girl that served off was at, right there. And they should have been doing all that other shit that they doing now in the back of the store. Please hit the like button. 24 in here. We need 50
You know
likes.
what makes me feel like it was an inside job, like somebody probably let them in?
There you go. There you go, Diamond. Inside job, huh? Inside job. And maybe it's that reason why, and we're going to listen to their verbiage. Maybe that's why they got a new counter. So you saying insurance fraud. That's what they try to, you saying that, shit, they say they get the PPP. So y'all saying insurance fraud. I said, damn. If you pay attention, when they hit up the front, it looks like they were aiming at the floor inside. The front has an automatic lock when you walk in. Now, I can't say that. I walked right in and I walked right out. That's just me. I walked right in the store. I walked right out. Let's be mindful.
My question is, too, all this time they doing all that, no alarms went off, nobody was notified, the police wasn't on its way. Clearly, it seemed to me to be some type of inside job. Like somebody might just let them in so it wouldn't trip the alarms off or something.
That part. Now we see they have the checkerboard floors. Y'all know that's Masonic. We all know that's Masonic. We know we see a lot of red. We still got to be mindful. Because I know I saw a lot of red on that building. I saw a lot of people in red uniforms on the side of that building. But shit, when I went down there to Dolphland, everybody had on blue. Everybody. So inside job. Now let's continue. And I do got some things I do want to ask.
This footage we're able to see. And look, they have on gloves. They have on gloves, everything. That's Makita's sign right there. We ain't got to amp it up.
I do cut out to the back. Now look.
Fucking look. Good TV zooming in. Now look. Why wouldn't you tell the police about this? Why wouldn't the news been showing this? Why wouldn't the news
There you go. Watch this. Like you said, watch this now. The guy that hopped the counter, Diamond, that first dude, when he left back there, he never returned to hop the counter. He never returned to hop the counter. At least until the camera transitions. Now watch.
And showed this 14 days ago. Y'all know y'all set that man up because you gave the footage.
Now he gone. Now he gone. Now two more.
It'll show these three niggas. It showed exactly why is there bullet holes in the front of that door. That means someone probably was standing behind that counter shooting. Because if y'all look at
the other guy cut out, not that guy came back, but the other guy cut out went to the back area.
In the beginning of this video, there's a bullet hole right in the front of the door where it says pull to open.
Now, the way they running, Diamond Gang, do not look like they walked. They came from that door. Now, that's just my opinion. Look, they don't, that door, what I'm telling you now, when you turn that corner right there, that door right there, bro, them niggas look like they still going straight. But this guy haven't returned. It's been a lot of reconstruction done with this store, gang. A lot of reconstruction done with the store. And why? And why? That's what you got to think about. I don't like to blame people. I have to be mindful because you're playing with people's lives here. Just hypothetically speaking. We going from what we see. People say they saw a third person. I'm going to tell you now, me and Dr. Ian Diamond spotted that. If it was a third person, I ain't got no time to lie to you or play with you. And I'm going to show you. If it was a third person, his ass wouldn't have been outside with straight drop. And he wouldn't have been outside with straight drop and Cornelius. He would have been in the inside. There's a third shooter. No fucking question. There is a third shooter. There's a third shooter. You ask me? It happened so quick. Yeah. That it shocked the fuck out of Marcus. But the thing that you have to think. People say they know this. People say they know that. Y'all know how we gonna find out what we know? Is if Hernandez go there, that's the key. It's Hernandez. Because they hiding Cornelius for a reason. Because Cornelius is going to have to get back on the stand. Did I mention that? I must have left that part out. You wondering why we haven't seen Cornelius? Because you're going to hear a whole different story. He's going to have to go against Govan. Hit the like button. 32 in the building. We need 50 likes to keep our shit in the fucking algorithm. See, I heard somebody in the chat tell me the other day, Diamond, I couldn't do nothing but laugh it off because I don't like to run my people off. He said, you ain't got to yell. He said, you ain't got to yell, gang. I said, well, damn, read the comments. Y'all look what I told him. I said, I be in my feelings when I do this shit. I be in my feelings. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, man, yell. But that's when I'm feeling my shit, gang. Cornelius is going to have to take the stand again, possibly.
Who really should be on the stand is Marcus. That's who really needs to be on the stand.
Am I right, Cupcake? Put a 1 in the chat. We all wondering where Cornelius is. They holding Cornelius. The reason why they hiding and holding Cornelius and they haven't shipped Cornelius down yet is because Cornelius is going to have to prove and go against Govan's lawyers. My bad, Mr. Sal, but you know what I'm saying.
I agree with that. I agree with that too. He's definitely gonna have to be back on the stand as well.
What do you think about that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe that Cornelius is going to have to go against. Because the reason why Cornelius is going to have to go against and get back in the grain again, thank you. I told you where he didn't. Okay.
Because
yep, it's
his word against his word. It's his word.
Dr. E, somebody talking to you in the chat.
Oh, okay.
No, my bad, Diamond.
No, it's okay. I'm just saying it's Govan's word against Cornelius' word. That's why he got to go back on the stand.
Absolutely. That's the thing. Everybody want to know where he is. Kimberly told me, and that's it. That's where he is. He's going to have to come out again. Those lawyers, and it's going to be hard for those lawyers to not make Cornelius credible. They're going to call him a dope fiend. They're going to say he wasn't in his right mind. But we know that man is not lying. We, the streets, know he's not lying at all. Why would you go up and unalive someone and say, and you know you unalived them? You telling them, hey, I did it. And just go put Hernandez Govan into it. Don't nobody do that, bro. Don't nobody really go up and say, yeah, man, I was in my right, I was in my wrong mind. I ran straight up there. I just let loose. I just need some money. It was my baby's birthday. Don't nobody just get up there and go do nothing like that, gang. Don't nobody get up and go do that shit, bro. That's truth. That's truth. So it's gonna be fucked up if they didn't ship straight drop down, but they're not gonna ship Govan, and that Govan ain't gonna have to pay some kind of consequence. If Govan walks, it's a super conspiracy. If Govan walks, and that's just gonna depend on what type of footage we see. I don't see him walking, but I do see a Rico. I do see the Rico. I see the bigger fish. It's Gotti. It's Gotti. Hold on, I'm going to send Dr. E back in. It's Gotti. It's got Gotti name all over it. Cornbread told everything because he figured out that he was being set up by Govan. Remember? Absolutely. That he said the reason why he lied. Okay. because of Govan. And that, yes, he did. And he said that right here.
Exactly. Hoping to walk free if you go in and testify in this case, right?
Before I talk to them folks and stuff like that, like, before I talk to them, that's what I'm telling my sister, them, like, man, I ain't never did no police ass shit, but, you know what I'm saying? Quit already told them everything. They already knew everything, so.
Quit already told them everything. They already knew everything, so.
So how did he know that Hernandez Govan told everything? Who told him that? Who went down there and was bold enough to pay? How did $50,000 just come out paid? Who went down there and paid $50,000? There go Dr. E. Hold on.
Mic check.
Dr. E,
How is everybody doing?
Mic check. We good. The gang, Band-Aid gang was speaking to you in the chat.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. How's everybody doing? Sorry about that. I just trying to link up. All right. How is everybody doing?
Yep. Can somebody tag Miss Liz, please? Tell truth to get Miss Liz in here. We need some lawyer advice. Miss Liz. Miss Liz. Now, yeah, we need Miss Liz in here. Because Dr. E, who's gonna be bold enough to take the chance to go pay $50,000?
True that. Catch me up.
So 50, 100, so really almost 100, almost $90,000 was spent. Somebody took a loss on the 40 ball because they had to double back. Cornelius ran off. Straight drop ran off with Cornelius half. Straight drop ran off with Cornelius half of the money, right? He fucked off a lot of that money. So when he get locked up, he get a $50,000 lawyer, and this motherfucker, that's 100 ball. So he got his money, but he got it by a lawyer. Who went down there and paid that they don't got track of? That's what we need to know. That's what we need to see if they gonna pull up in our face again. And that's why I'm talking. That's why I say, let me go ahead and tag Memphis. Goddamn it, Memphis, Fox 13 News. I'm tagging all y'all motherfuckers because we need to let these people know that. And I'm gonna call down here. Yeah, I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call these motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm gonna do it right on live. And make sure they watch my video on live. I'm matter of fact, I'm doing it on the first. I'm doing that shit on the first. I can't make this shit up. I'm calling on live. And tell the things that they need to find out. The people want to see. We want to know where that money came from. The people want to know who went down there and paid that kind of money.
Yeah.
The people want to see what went on with the guns when Marcus ran inside the store. The people want to know.
I mean, that's public information, right? They got to let that go.
We even heard that if you went down there, if you was a resident of Tennessee, that you could go down there to that courtroom and see the whole unaliving happen. How fucking true is that? That's how rumors get started.
Right. Mm-hmm.
How fucking true is that? So if that's the case, they say you can see everything happen. Dolph get gunned down. Now, if anybody had seen that, you see what I'm saying? Memphis is so fucking crooked, gang. Because if anybody, Memphis out, if you could see that, why ain't nobody blogged about it that is from Memphis? Are they scared of CMG? I'm sure if I was a resident of Memphis, I would have went down there and seen what happened to Dolph, and I would have came back and said, hey, This what Marcus did with the guns when he came in. XYZ. Why ain't nobody saying nothing?
True, because that's you're right.
That's what
So
I'm
we would have saw
saying.
everything. Would have still been rolling, you know, and unless they would have cut it and edited at the end, it would have still been rolling.
Absolutely. Yep. This is how you know this whole scene, everything with the store was basically a setup. This right here, and I'm getting to the nitty gritty. Right now, gang, this like Diamond knocked it out the box, knocked it straight out the motherfucker out the box with that one. This looks like an insurance scam to me, gang. A nigga know when they run up in a goddamn store, way that neighborhood look, ain't no nigga leave no goddamn money in the goddamn cash register.
Yeah. They're not allowed to have, was it more?
I'ma just leave the
money. Was it like $300?
I'ma just look at the first. I'ma just leave the money. I'ma just leave the money in here tonight. Now look at this guy that walks. Okay. Watch this. The first guy that comes in, this guy's gonna rub his finger down at the bottom of what the fuck you rub your finger down there watching?
Oh, you know the switch.
Trip alarm. Are you trying to set an alarm? Watch what I'm saying.
Y'all know y'all set that man up because you gave the footage. Because the footage showed these three niggas.
Now the last guy right there that's talking over the counter. Watch what he do with his hand.
Showed exactly why is there bullet holes in the front of that door. That means something.
What he rubbing right there for? Look at him go down.
Someone probably was standing.
What is you looking for right there?
Yeah, they know where the switch is. That mean they either working there or somebody told them where the switch is.
What kind of switch is that? That's in the front that the customer can touch the switch.
It could be a
right?
Yeah, it's a alarm switch.
But from the front part?
Yeah, I mean they was working at the cash register. No, not that side. But where the other guys are on the other side of the counter, it should be something over there. Yeah, the other guy, I don't know what he was for.
Yeah, what is he feeling for? What is he? Anybody got an idea? Why is this? That's why it don't look. It looks scripted again.
Yeah, the guys on the other side, I don't know what he doing. It's like he got something in his hand, like a bar or something. But the other guys that jumped over the counter, they looking for a switch. They could actually hit like the trip the alarm or something. Like they already know where the switch is. So either they ain't worked in there before, or either somebody told them where the switch is. So they already know, okay, it's a switch under here. How would you know that unless you know somebody told you that?
See, and
good thinking, Dr.
that this was probably an inside job.
Mm-hmm. It has to be because I mean they went straight to the cash register, straight to the switch, and like you said too, all these people, you know, when I worked in a restaurant, you gotta they're supposed to have a drop box every couple hours or whatever. That thing gets full with like $300 or something like that, $400. They only allow to keep so much in the cash register, so that's supposed to be like the petty cash, right? So the rest of it, they're supposed to drop in the box every couple of like hours or whatever, a couple of thousand, couple of hundred, so they're supposed to drop it in like a little safety deposit box. Then at the end of the night, they're supposed to count it up so they know what they got, calculate their money up, and then that's it. And then the cash register is supposed to be dead empty when they leave. There ain't supposed to be nothing left in the cash register when they close that store down. Period. So if they left that up in there, that's you know, that's something playing. Somebody did that on purpose because they ain't supposed to have no money in the cash register.
Guess, now this could be another trick move, gang. 30 in the building. How many likes we got? MFD, we love you. We got to get at least 30 likes in here, gang. We get 50, we stay in the rotation. Now, I've watched, Dr. E have watched, don't say no names, Dr. E, but there's been a lot of things that we have been saying online.
All right.
That as soon as we go off, they talk about the same shit that we talking about.
I already know what you're talking about. I already know.
A couple people. 22 likes. Good job, y'all. We take that. Let's get them up, though. There's nothing wrong with that because this is the Dolph sector, right? We're not asking for no props. Again, we're not asking for props because I'm getting this information here, too. But this is my thing, though. This is one thing I want. Some things don't make sense to me. Mm-hmm. How would we, and this is real, and I'm gonna say this because I heard somebody say that, and I'm gonna put it. I want my people to put this in the chat. Let's be mindful. I want a bunch of band-aids in the chat if they need their motherfucking lip band-aided up or they need their head beat in after I say this, because I'm gonna use what y'all gonna say right here. I need my gang to participate in this. I really do. Someone said that we stole Onan's content. I said, damn.
Really? What?
Yes.
What specifically? Come on. Please let me know.
That's what a troll said.
If
So,
anything, he made it borrow some stuff from us when we was actually working together. So you got to look at it that way. You got to look at it that way too. You know what I'm saying? We was kind of working together, so they've been trolling and trying to say that. Think about it now. We was working together, you know? So at the end of the day, when we share something, we both respectfully try to share it. Now, you may have heard something differently, but of course, you know, you got to hear both sides of the story, right? So you hearing it from us right now.
And who the hell still talking about that damn convict?
Exactly.
Damn way. He irrelevant. That
right, thank you, G-Money.
So even if somebody did have content that's similar to his, why the hell does it matter now? That page is null and void.
That's the thing. This is exactly what I'm saying, and I want to say that to everybody and they need band-aids. Band-aids going crazy in the chat. Because everybody, the thing that I played from Onan was him arguing with Raven, which he did a hell of a good job. He liked it. That's how Onan, he liked how we did commentary over that footage. That's what made Onan recognize us. You see what I'm saying?
So that was acceptable for him. You know what I'm saying?
After that, we were on our own shit. We were on our own shit.
And he came to you with that, right? So there you go.
Anything,
right.
Eminem said this, everybody.
Way before we even knew Onan.
Thank you, Diamond Brain. Thank you for the band-aids in the chat. Thank you, gang. I appreciate that. Because, again, anybody in the DOS sector, what we do together is get information. This ain't the who's better than the next. Man, anybody in the DOS sector, y'all always hear me holler them out. The people that I watch.
Yeah.
Everybody watches somebody.
Yeah.
Onan has gotten footage that I look from other people too. Other people get it from other people. It's people online mixing their videos, doing all of that, and they put this shit together. But it all works together. The most person that I want to give shout out to is Young Dog Unsolved.
Yep. And you always gave credit to him when you did it. You always mentioned Onan. Always. So what they talking about? Ain't like you stole something and then give them credit. If anything you say, I got this from Onan, you would say it right there on live 1,000 times. You know what I'm lying?
Exactly. Because and the thing about it, it happened, it was ugly, but the thing about it, at the same time, it was a beautiful thing, but egos got in the way. And that happens over YouTube. Sometimes you just got to be strong. We all are a community.
Yeah, we got personal at the end, and we all got personal online, on the live, and all went back and forth with each other. You know what I'm saying? That was an epic scene, wasn't it? So if you know all that, then you should know that part too. Was it over because of the content? No, it's just because having different egos and who was right and who was wrong and who had the right information, who didn't. And it just came basically envy and jealous. That's what it became, but not from our end. So we still gave him credit on that day on the live. And he still wasn't taking.
I don't like to see no man in jail. You know, no person in jail.
But he brought that on the show.
Yeah, justice will catch you either or. So, I have nothing against Onan. It was ugly. People get angry. It was fucked up how it happened. He must go on.
But did he not bring it on himself?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He did a video today from in jail. I felt sorry for him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, bro. It is what it is. And so far you can do. You never know what a person feel like. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I've always been the type of person that we all been on the same note, and we gonna keep pushing this line like we supposed to. We ain't gonna tarry on that. I asked the question to everybody, and I thank you for the band-aids in the chat. I really appreciate that. Just like, you know, one of these people, let me highlight this right here. G Money was very upset that happened. This is the Dolph sector, bro. She was very upset that we had that fallout. And, you know, she's an O&M follower, but she ain't never been scared to pop up because it's all about Dolph. It ain't about the person that's saying it. It's about the story.
True.
Because not everybody that's over here in that chat agree with everything that the way it happened. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody got their own way. So what we doing today and the things that we doing is putting it together and just speaking on it. Like coming to this like a class. You know why we really doing this? Because we hoping someone is listening. We hoping that somebody is listening. I wouldn't have this internet, this content if it wasn't for the internet.
Yeah.
If anybody that I got information from the most and put my pieces together and said, you know what, that gave everybody its information is Young Dolph Unsolved. And he never does lives, he never set it up, but he put pieces out there for a lot of us. And I see Onan share that shit. I see so many people share that information. We a sector. We're a sector. And we in history. So I just wanted to get that off my chest. Now, Dr. E, you said, and I want to thank everybody. Thank everybody for supporting me. I really thank you, G Money. I really is passionate about this case. I really am. I love challenges. This is a challenge. I love the people I've met on this journey. I'm you know, it's sad. It is so sad to watch this kind of stuff happen in our faces. Watching this stuff, knowing that we could be right and we could be wrong. And having to be precise and not, that's why that's why it's not just me. I only got 2 eyes. 6 eyes is better than 2. And that's why we work well together as a unit. And if it ain't 6, it's 8 when Miss Liz is up here. We got real lawyers up here. If anybody feel, let me tell you something. I got my mentor is on here. My mentor is, his name is The Truth. If a lot of people don't know, he's an attorney as well. He's into this game as well. And Cupcake. So I'm around the right Miss Liz. The Truth spotted the camera before anybody. Remember that, Dr. Ian Diamond?
And then they're entertainment lawyers as well, you know what I'm saying? So they work with the industry and within the industry with people real life all the time.
Right.
And when I say he the boogeyman, he be on here dragging people. He don't even care about, he does do law, but he drags people, bro. Like he's the boogeyman for real. So he's the only person that I looked at somebody say, hey, that camera right there, they're finna bring up a case with those cameras. He said, and that's the only person I ever seen say, look at those cameras, stuff. And I'm gonna play the video tomorrow on our next live to show you how Truth spotted those cameras and said, you know that this case can go left if those cameras are a bit off.
Yeah, that's what the number. I remember that he was the first one that brought up the numbers and everything. We asked him and we talked about it, was discussing it, and he said that could make the whole case change right there. And hasn't it gone to the left since then?
Yep.
He was the first one that brought that out.
Right,
and then we started serving others.
And as you see in this video, we can see the whole scene transpire in the cookie. Mind you, we couldn't see all this, until in those other videos that came to Dolph. They cut the screen. They made it show just the counter and the floor. Remember? So why is it that we can see all this footage of this robbery, but we can't see all the footage from Dolph?
True, true.
Now,
Yeah, you breaking up a little bit, Diamond.
you're breaking up a little bit, Diamond. But let's be smart again, because it's like a class. We got 31 people in here. We need at least 31 likes or maybe more. Now, let's be mindful of this, Diamond. This is a gory. Would have been a gory scene. We did see this. Yeah, they're gonna let us see all of this. This is not an unaliving with bullets coming through. So we are seeing the same thing we saw on the doctor. Only thing that we're seeing different than our 34 likes. You guys are awesome. 34 likes. You guys are awesome, gang. Because we need to know those likes is what. No, 24. Those likes are what keeps these videos flowing.
Yeah, the only thing we didn't see was the unaliving as it actually happened, because they said it was too gruesome for for us to watch, and they didn't want to have the family, just like we doing this on this video, breaking it down over and over again, and then showing that would be kind of disrespectful. So we respect that.
So
I feel like we do need to see the original content. And I think, didn't you say, Dub, that we can go to Memphis to actually see the actual footage?
They say so.
That's what they say. But here's the thing about that, while we're still talking about this, I want you guys to listen to what this gentleman says. Check this out. At the end of the day, I want y'all to think about this. Every person that was sitting on that scene never went live and said anything.
No.
Now, here's another thing that I want you to think about. No one that was at that Shell gas station, this is just alleged, seen TZ. They say the old man did. But why didn't the old man say that there was a guy, David Barnes, and TZ on the side of the building? When they came up the street, Cornelius says it clearly. We hit a beeline. He went exactly like I said they went. And he said it was 2 carloads. He said, why not? He should have why just tell on them and not tell on everybody else? Now, we don't know. Some people know, but why the old man didn't come outside on the news? Well, that car was some guys shooting a machine gun right here. Why didn't the news say there was some other guys shooting right here? We don't know who they are. Then we hear 2 carloads.
And then that house next to the cookie shop, the old man, the only got cameras on his house. Why
didn't see the cameras and see the cameras?
That's kind of weird too.
It's like some people can get paid. I'm telling you, it's bloggers that be getting paid off too. Not to put certain shit off. You see what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. I want you guys to think about the shit I'm telling you, because I talk very subliminal, because I have to. Let's continue.
Showed exactly why is there bullet holes in the front of that door. That means someone probably was standing behind that counter shooting, because if y'all look at the picture in the beginning of this video, there's a bullet hole right in the front of the door where it says pull to open. Like we said, and Dolph was over on the right.
You know what? It could have been a buzzer up under that counter right there. And when that guy rubbed his hand up under there, he could have said, shit, we finna leave right now. Now call the police. Y'all call the police now. I'm finna hit the button. The little button ringer that you want me to ring after we break in. We get this insurance money, goddamn. I'm ringing, we leaving. Now call the police. Now hit the tripwire. Because this scene looks totally different than this one.
Yeah, it had to be staged. There's no way they're gonna be supposed to leave any money in that cash register.
Why would they be looking? Why would you want to break in that place and run through the front? Think about it. New camera.
And it's got his light. Lights on too.
Lights dead on. The lights is on. The lights is on so they can show you that they were broken into, and you can see the criminals clearly.
At that stage.
They're staged. Because you can clearly come from the back. Where did the girl run at, gang? Where did she run? Where did the girl, when she saw Dolph and them pull up, where did she go? She ran to the back.
And then you'll think the back would be the place where most people are going to break in because got the tree line back there. It's dark back there. You know, maybe he may have a motion light, but it wouldn't be as obvious as jumping in the front window and breaking through with black on.
So watch this. 36 in the building. Let's get the lights up. Watch this though. I'm telling y'all, this when we go to class right now, gang. Get your pens and pads out. Kimberly, I'm gonna read your stuff too. I want y'all to pay attention to exactly what I'm saying. Watch this scene. Pay attention. Don't pay attention to what they saying now, because we finna get to that. Pay attention. We're gonna go back. Watch this. Watch again. Now the reason why I'm telling you this. Now what do you see first, Doctor?
Right there.
We go back.
And now look at this. This
the first criminal came from where? Hold on. Let me move the screen. My bad. The first criminal. Look. The first criminal came from where?
3 assailants.
Go back one.
Now look at this. This is
boom. Where did he come from, Dr. E?
He came dead from the front, didn't he? Or at the side, kind of like the side a little bit, yeah. But he's still in the front of the store.
So when you unalived, before Dolph got unalived, right? Where did the girl run?
To the back, straight to the back.
Right. So pay attention. She ran to the back of the store. And the door is there and everything, right? Even when I walked in. So look at this.
Makita's footage of 3 assailants going crazy in there, doing whatever they want to do. And we're only saying this to say this because
he cuts out. That first guy cuts out for a minute. Y'all seen that? He just the guy that just went through the cash register, he went to the back like where the girl ran.
This footage we're able to see.
Then
and look, they have on gloves. They have on gloves, everything. That's Makita's son. Right.
Now, the guy comes back from the back. He hops over the cash register from coming from the back, and the guy that's at the cash register now, he gonna run to the back.
Right there. We ain't got to.
Boom. He just took off and ran to the back. So what the fuck did they come from that side for when they could have just went to the back? Because it was
maybe
to be seen.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, because there's no. But I'm thinking if they got this as front camera, is it a camera in the back? Because they did go to the back, it should be a camera back there too. But all we getting is front footage.
That's where you would keep a camera, everybody. You would keep a camera in the back in case somebody kicked in the back door,
right
robbed your employees when they was emptying the trash can. Because we know they emptied the trash can.
That part. Got to.
See, that's where you fucked up at.
Yep. No, y'all fucked up, don't you?
That's where you fucked up at.
Now see,
because what they did was, this was a scam to show your store was being robbed so you can get money and you can turn around and redress it and set it up a certain way. Like this.
Yeah, like you said. And then the money's in the cash register, right? How convenient.
Right. So
how convenient.
Right. Why is the light on? What type of criminal? And that's Airways is a busy street. What makes you think your luck is just so good enough with the bright ass light on that you're gonna run through the front?
That's why they most stores leave the light on the front so you won't come in the front. You know what I'm saying? That's why they leave the light on. You won't come in there And then they go bust it in the front anyway, instead of going to the back where it's dark at, or motion lights maybe. Take the motion
Now,
light
where the
out, take
Roscoe
that
Pico
camera out.
train? Roscoe Pico train could have been on his beat. Roscoe Pico train could have passed by that motherfucker with the dog. Who the fuck is that store? Them boys got off right there.
Go get them, Flash.
Yes.
All right.
I would want to come from when I come in from the back, right?
For real, man.
And this is telling you now. If they got in the store from the back, then there shouldn't have been no reason for Maurice to need to escort the employees out of the store. Does it make sense now? You can't feed a baby steak. I had to give it to you the way you needed to hear it.
Because all them went out the back door. You know what I'm saying? Then he was on the side of the building. So what he need to come inside for at that point? Besides dog part. You know what I mean? He supposed to been there helping out. So
there is your answer. That nice black phone on that counter right there.
Not that phone again.
The landline phone. So if them boys was able to come in that way, so during the unaliving, what make you think them employees couldn't get out that goddamn stove? Why? We know the door is open, but I got to give y'all different scenarios. We know the door is open in the back. We're not stupid. Why did he need to go inside of the store to let someone out that already had access to get out? Hell, them boys hopped over that counter and got in, and we don't know why they came from that way. Make it make sense to us, gang. Make it make sense to the Band-Aid gang, because it ain't adding up. That shit just don't add up with us. So all of that shit you talking about, you had to, and you walk out with a landline phone, you done walked all on the goddamn scene, and to us, and don't get mad if we come in your store, and you know it's me, and get mad at me for saying that, okay, you know you told me your daddy was there early. But you went on the news and you told them people that your daddy, your mama was there. Now, who messes up between say they mama and they daddy? And then say, I know that man didn't walk on that parking lot with no goddamn landline phone. That man, far as I know, why is you far as you knowing? Far as you knowing. Right, so the camera in the front can catch it. Exactly, G-Money. Because that was a scam. That was a scam. That was a total scam. So if you got buttons all up, if you got buttons, let me do it again for you. So if you got buttons,
footage of 3 assailants going crazy in there.
Under the counter,
doing whatever
in
they
the
want
front
to
of the
do.
counter.
And we're only saying this to say this.
Because don't nobody
this
do what this last dude do.
Footage we're able to see. And look, they have on gloves. They have on gloves.
Now why is he going right here and just rubbing up under here?
Everything.
Look at his hand. Look at his hand. What did his hand just touch? Sorry, hold on. Did y'all see that? Hold on, let me remove this. I'm finna do y'all all type of ways with this one. Dr. E, watch this. Diamond, watch this. I'm gonna put it in real time for your ass. I'm finna kick y'all in the ass again. Not to rubber out the elastic in your drawers. Watch this. Watch the last dude. You tracking me, Diamond and Dr. E?
Yeah, we right here.
Watch him.
Footage we're able to see.
Now look, he looked like he's instructing these guys to do something. Now watch this. Who goes directly to this area? Watch.
And look, they have on gloves. They have
now
on
watch
gloves.
him. Boom. He got another movement. Boom. Now look, bam. Look at his hand. I said, damn, where are you going right there, bro? What's right there? Now watch watch him rub his hand. You see what I'm saying, Angel? You see it? Do you see it, Diamond, Dr. E? His motion, what?
This footage we're able to see. And look, they have on gloves. They have on gloves, everything.
Boom. Now look at his hand.
Makita.
Now he slid it across. Did y'all see that? Would you just slide your hand across that motherfucker for? So, now listen to these guys. Now I need y'all to listen to what they say.
Sign right there.
What if he had a magnet in his hand?
A magnet? Did you say a magnet?
Yeah, well, he had a magnet in his hand. That's usually, sometimes robbers have magnets that indicate metal. Might be looking for the safe or looking for something that's
in the front, though. That's what worries me. So you put, I mean, best way to hide something is in plain sight. So is that a plain sight move? We don't know. Facts.
It should be on the other side of the counter. It would be on. It would be on the same side, but on the cashier side.
Right, because now did you hear Identical say? Shouts out to Identical that they were being extorted. That the cookie shop was being extorted, and the cookie shop was in debt. The cookie shop was in debt.
But exactly who though? With the bill collectors or with the street?
That's the thing. But we know that we're gonna call Zach for that. It got so bad they wanted to call Zach for that. Because they have it. They have it. Zach had it, but they have it. Zach had the money because they didn't have it. Is it all making sense? Zach had the money, but they didn't have it because he said they're going to call Zach for that. They're going to call Zach for the scratch.
You know, there probably was some private investors. I would say they probably had a couple private investors that's involved in this.
And them cookies had to be hella strong. Them cookies had to be hella strong. Because you on the camera talking about we going to call Zach. We going to call Zach for that. And you put it on YouTube. I said, damn. What made you eat a cookie and the old lady come in, you film her? We gonna call Zach for that and then upload that motherfucker on YouTube. I said, damn. Because it had to be her to upload it. Wasn't nobody standing behind her, filming her, and they uploaded it. Dope fiend. That's dope fiend. I can't make that.
I wonder why, come to think of that. I wonder why did she record that with the lady? Was she trying to say that she was racist, or what she was trying to do?
What would you put it on YouTube for? Zach ought to slap the shit. Bitch, you get on there and say Zach for that for. And then what made you push the upload button with that type of shit?
Yeah, that is suspect.
Just give it to the landlord. Take it down to the jailhouse.
Or she should have gave it directly to Zach.
Gave it to Zach. But you film yourself
and again, put it on YouTube.
YouTube and tag it. Meet Marquita Cookies. I'm gonna tag this to Marquita to my store name so they can. When it upload, they see that we was having a problem and Zach gonna come pay it. I said, damn.
Think about that. That was kind of too. I never even think of that till you just mentioned it. Like, why did they even put that on there? That should have went straight to Zach and nobody else.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, she dropped the ball on that one. It's rolling across the land. It's going towards the out of bounds line. It's out of bounds right there. Oh.
God saying you set your ass up. You make me set yourself up. I'm gonna set you up. You gonna set yourself up.
Bumbo.
So
ball just rolling. Catch it quick. Hurry up.
Right.
Get the ball.
There is no need. even when you go look at the old Makita footage and stuff, you can see straight through the back of that stove. So why, like they said, why the hell did they do that? Money. Because they got to call Zach. Money. Broke motherfucker make the best crook. What I was told. Shitting me. A broke motherfucker make the best crook. Now let's continue. And listen to this part. I got another video to drop.
Y'all can look, the TV zooming in. Now look, why wouldn't you tell the police about this? Why wouldn't the news been showed? Yeah, why wouldn't the news been showed this 14 days ago? Y'all know y'all set that man up because you gave the footage. Because the footage showed these three niggas. It is showed exactly why is there bullet holes in the front of that door. That means someone probably was standing behind that counter shooting. Because if y'all look at the picture in the beginning of this video, there's a bullet hole right in the front of the door where it says pull to open. Like we said. And Dolph was over on the right. They didn't even leave out the front door.
So y'all, you see where they was wrong at on that part at least. They were wrong on that part because they didn't ever get a chance to see. At this time, no one knew that Marcus was shooting. That's why the bullet came out, because Marcus was shooting. But that's Negro here or there.
You just in there to get the forensics for none of these bullets, none of these guns. We got no shell, none of the bullets were recovered out of Dolph. You know, the ones they said they were, they didn't tell you what kind. What's that, Diamond? The phone breaking.
If Dolph turned down $22 million,
That's the reason. Right. Well,
you may have to drop and come back up.
We need to see the raw footage because
in
order. Can you hear me?
Diamond, you going in and out.
Yeah, maybe drop down and come back up.
All right, can you...
Diamond, drop down and come back up. You stuttering, yeah. If they, man, look, they could have gave each and every last one of them $200,000 on the scene, and they would have shut the fuck up. That wasn't no money if they was offering Dolph $22 million.
Yeah.
You can pay 4 of the main people cops $1 million. They be straight for the rest of their life, and they'll help them motherfuckers set up this scene if Dolph turned down $22 million. If they came to the table and said, Dolph, it go $22 million. You mean to tell me they can't pay 4 head detectives $1 million apiece?
Oh yeah. Oh man, you imagine?
And we wouldn't get the bullet shells. We wouldn't get a lot of shit.
If each one of these cats would have got $500,000 or more, like you said, $1 million, oh, they definitely would have been more quiet. More quiet would have been kept, and it would have been very tight. But they didn't do that. They just gave them $100,000, so y'all split that $100,000 up. That ain't nothing. You think about it. For a person like Dolph, come on, man. This dude was getting ready to be offered 22 meal tickets.
Dr. E, well, about Maurice, Cupcake said, and this is true. I remember seeing this. Okay. Maurice changed his name to his Pamela's last name. That's Hill, right?
Okay.
Pamela changed her last name. Okay, Pamela didn't change her last name when they got married. Maurice did.
Oh, that's
have you heard something?
How that sound, fellas?
What the shit is that?
Well, how you gonna leave any kind of legacy with that? Now, we were talking about that earlier, C-Dub. We were talking about having your own legacy. Now, it's one thing, you know, you can't, but at the same time, it's like, okay, you're just gonna just turn your whole man card in, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna turn your whole man card in. You're just go ahead and go, yo, come on, man. I don't know how. I can't think of what 99.9. I guess you that 1% is gonna do something like that. Maybe 2% out there, but I don't know. But I don't know any brothers that put that out there. That's not the nature of the business.
What do you think he did it for? It's in the chat, Diamond.
Keep her name.
Why?
Keep the heel strong. That's what I'm saying. Who does that? Well, put it like this. Okay, say that you marry an entertainer, right? I'm gonna try to break it down this way. You marry an entertainer. They already like, Angela Bassett. I'm just gonna throw her out there. Much love to Angela Bassett. You got somebody like her. You're not gonna let's go ahead and name. I don't know if I would change my name, but that would probably be something like, well, I'm going to marry a multi-millionaire. Well, maybe it'll be still a hard decision, but maybe we ain't gonna have no kids, and then I'm just gonna change my name. I know when we got married, we kept the name where she was actually still recognizing her son. You feel me? So we married with my name on the back, and on the front, on the hyphen end, we put a hyphen in there, and she kept her last name. Kind of like you like Coretta Scott King, for example, like Jada Pinkett Smith. That's where we got the idea. So that way you can still recognize your children or whatever you may have before them. That's why you would do something like that. So I would think that if Maurice did it, he should at least hyphenated it where he still is recognized. You feel me? You see it on some football players do that now too. If they was raised by a stepdad or whatever the case may be, they hyphenate their name. Look at some of the jerseys, they long as hell. But I mean, they do it. You know what I'm saying? You got two last names on your back, you know what I mean? With a hyphen in the middle. So I'm just justifying it. Not saying that I would have did it, but like I said, if you married a multi-millionaire, maybe so maybe in his case, and I don't know who had the money. She got the stores already, right? I don't know, but did they get the stores together? What happened? I don't know. You have to find the backstory of that part, but I wouldn't see why he would.
Okay, now watch this. Me. Watch this, Dr. E. Now, I'm going to keep this comment up here. I want to see where we're going to go with this comment. I'm going to drop the screen. Now, I got 2 more clips to show. Now, watch this. I'm going to remove that because I'm not going to need that anymore for now. So, I want everybody to read that. Think about it. It's finna get deep, Antoine gang. Now, let me put this clip up. Okay. Browser could access. Okay. Share screen. All right. Angel full scene. Okay, full mark. Okay. All right, let's go. Now let's go. Now, reason why I put this up, let me get right to it. Now, that was the sister, the DJ. That's the one that also said that Maurice is the one that rang up Young Dolph right before he got taken out. So now, this is where I get fishy. Because as we seeing this though, Cupcake, then you got to think about it though, because why didn't Marcus say that was not the same person that was ringing my brother up and said that? Because if he didn't, then he's a part of the setup. You see what I'm saying? Because we seeing Dolph get rung up now in the yellow shirt, people saying different times of day or whatever the case may be. But if it was a different time of day, a different case may be, it couldn't have been the sister. The brother would have said something. If it was 2 different times a day when it, or times this happened, if somebody did throw Dolph out the window and those people ran up fake and his brother didn't speak on that, then his brother had something to do with it. That's what I'm right or wrong. In that scenario, if they came in there and Dolph came in different day and they took Dolph, then they took the brother too. Or because how did the brother end up right back with him in a shooting with an empty gun and all of this happened? Is that making sense, Dr. E. Diamond?
I mean, if they sent it like that, then that would throw the whole video off. Definitely would probably explain the mixed numbers in the shade if you saw in the video, but that would throw everything off. Driving up after all of that, that would like I said, in the store.
Gotta fix your audio. Your audio going out.
About that.
Say something. Mic check, mic check.
About that.
Mic check.
All right, let me drop.
All right, you sounded good then.
Back up. About now.
All right, keep talking.
All right, so I'm saying that if that was the case, that was the whole video false. That'd be a whole falsified video, I mean, because the girl ran straight to the back and then the shooting happened. So they couldn't be Maurice behind the counter. Is that what they saying?
That's what it looked like she said.
So if that's the case, then how would that explain Maurice? Let me get it right. Maurice pulling up after the fact of all that happened. Remember, he pulled up after the shooting happened.
Again, we don't know if that was Maurice in that car.
Well, it's supposed to be.
Here's another thing that we got to think about. This. If you just seen a man, oh damn, I got you. If you just seen a man run back in the store and you saw him punching on the window and all of that, what the fuck did you turn around and back your goddamn car up for? Because you know he came in and backed his car up. That car didn't go just straight in and stop. That motherfucker was turned the race like he turned that motherfucker and parked it in his favorite spot.
He didn't park on the store. He parked to the side. Like he wasn't like he didn't get out like he
the window was facing the street though.
I don't remember that part. But the car parked to the side.
That car was facing the street. So I mean, he came in and turned that motherfucker all the way around. But you just seen this man run the store. Why you just didn't stop? How the car end up and all smooth and shit?
Right. Well, why would you back it up? If he was been pulling up, I'm saying this. Okay, if he was pulling up, he does a donut back end stall park, but he's parked over to the side. Then you saying he got out the car and ran in there and say, "Stay with me, dog." So now that's making sense. We done made a whole new video just talking. That's too much going on. That's too much going on. I mean, one thing we got to do is bring that video back up where it shows him pulling up in the car. We want to pull that up next. so we can actually analyze that which way he parts. Then we got to get out and see, does he run to the store? Because that video should have been showing him actually running to the store saying, "Stay with me, Dolph." We can't take that out because he said it himself, "Stay with me, Dolph." So if he did all that, then we need to been seeing that when he goes in the store, he's holding on to Dolph. At least going in the store. See, we got if he sing and he said, "Stay with me, Dolph," and how would that happen if he just came here? Police got there, police was on the scene, he goes in the store, he goes gets the cell phone, the store phone, the landline phone, and then he brings that outside, everybody's in the parking lot. It's just too much going on. They rewrote the whole story. That's not what's on video. If they're gonna come up with something, they're gonna have to stick to the video. And we didn't see the video 1.5 million times. So we kind of stuck on that. Only thing we kind of been stuck on the video, the numbers don't match, and we see the sun sits a little bit, and it makes it like it was edited. We see feet in the video. We can go on and on, all the stuff we done broke down. But that was going off the video that we all see publicly. You see what I'm saying? But if you add all these scenarios everybody talk about, where's that on videotape at? We add stuff to the video that's not there, right? I'm just asking a question on that one, y'all. I rest my case.
Yep.
Miss Liz would probably say, I rest my case.
I'm reading the comments. I'm just reading the comments. You just reading them too, Diamond? Go ahead.
No, I was listening to what.
Okay, now this is what I'm saying, everybody. I'm gonna show that tomorrow. I'm gonna read this again. I don't know why Tamika said that, but there is a news clip of it, and I will get it. But remember what the goal was at the very beginning: mass confusion. No, she's a liar. So that is wow. Y'all paying attention? That's deep. Because this is mad confusion. This is almost built to throw you all the way the fuck off. But like you said, Dr. E, that's a hell of a, it is big conspiracy theories. We here with another one now. Another piece of the puzzle that I just thought of too. I always think of some shit. Now think about this, gang. Just think about it, because I'm going to show you the clip. But I'm going to show you tomorrow. But I want to say this, because it's another clip I want to cover. Now listen to this. When Maurice pulled in the shop, mass confusion. We never saw Maurice. We know the car pulled up. Then we also know she told me that she told me personally, Maurice left the shop earlier and came back in his fancy car. My story ain't changed since. And I even add that story ain't changed since in it too, so you know that my story ain't changed since. Now, when Maurice pulled up in there, his car went straight and in a state of an emergency, right? And you see, because you see Maurice seeing that man, because what did he say on the clip? The man was in distraught. I thought the man had shot the stove up himself. He was beating all on the window. So that means you saw him punch that fucking window and break it. You saw him. And you mean to tell me you saw somebody punch your stove window, run back up in there with an AR-15, and you pulled your car in, turned forward, and then bagged it up and made sure your car was facing the street? You made sure your car... He made sure that when you look at the footage of the car, everybody, his car, what? The front windshield of the car was facing the street. So that means he had to turn around. So what the fuck you turn around for? You see a nigga punch your stove and all that shit happen. You finna stop like, woo, you gonna look like Panic. You gonna have to reset.
Definitely seen. Yeah, he's seen the shooters. He's everything because he wasn't far away. It's like as if he's sitting watching it from afar.
That too. And that's why I feel, I'm going to tell y'all right now what me and Angel saw on this mission. When you looked up at that camera, the camera that you're looking at now, it's two of them. It's one here and one like right by it, right behind it. But that camera is looking, it's the same round bubble. It's the same round bubble. It's not one of those cameras like I had in my vape store where you gotta go get a box. That shit is on your phone. You've seen everything. But you're saying you didn't.
Not just that.
Why are you not trying to save your fucking life? Why are you trying to hold things back? You've seen it on your phone, on your way there. And we're supposed to sit up and believe that
he sat and he watched
the police took the box, unplugged the box, and everything on your phone just disappeared.
After it happened, ain't nobody gonna pull up minutes after a situation happened at any facility or shop or office. If you're that,
Diamond got to fix her audio. She was saying something valid. Doctor, are you seeing what I'm saying though?
Yeah, pretty much somewhat. I mean, we pretty much on the same thing. I'm just still kind of stuck where I was left off at. I'm really trying to recapture my own thoughts because I'm looking like this ain't making. I mean, I'm just saying it's just not. It's not making any sense if we spin the other narrative because we gotta. You know, I get what they're saying too. I tried to check the chats when they were saying, you know, they can give us one footage and say this is it. We kind of know that too because we got to discuss that. They been saying that video may be edited. That they showing us. You know, we didn't wrote that down because we seen the timelines is not right. They're not matching. We see a sunset that shows that the sun kind of set when Maurice pulled up. It just wasn't matching.
Dude, don't no shadow move like that.
Yeah, we was watching the shadows on the ground. We was watching, you know, the movements of cars or what happened on the street. So we try to watch all them videos. I don't know if we can start bringing some of them videos back up, but I think we need to see, you know, these are the questions we have. Bring the videos back up currently. We can because you know, the suspect in the car because I remember when he pulls up, like I said, I remember pulling up, and then from all the videos I have seen on YouTube, including our own, I remember the car facing toward the store, but it was on the side. But is it like even if it's like he pulled to that side and parked it, he didn't pull up to the first parking space when he seen all this commotion was going on. You would think he would have pulled right up, you know, in a different spot than what he usually pull up. He just purposely pulled up where he always puts his car over there on the side. And why does he put his car to the side? I guess to leave an open parking stalls for customers or whatever the case may be. But when all this commotion is going on and dog cars right there, I would think he would have pulled up to that first space like we see right there between them two cars. Dog car and the other car. Why didn't he pull right there by the door entrance? You feel what I'm saying? Why would he go all the way past dog car, park to the side? Huh?
And then you know what another thing is? I'm done.
Can you hear me?
A little bit.
Can you hear me? Okay, what I'm saying is that he was way too close. And especially after the situation happened, how fast Maurice pulled up shows me and anybody else that's watched footage that he was close by. He sat and watched it happen. And he painted this narrative like he didn't know what was going on. He sat and watched it.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like to me. And it's not that far, right? See there from that corner when you come around that corner, right?
You want me to, all right, let me tell y'all something that's really gonna, I found another clue. You got bad feedback too, Diamond. Now listen to this, gang. How many likes we got? Now watch this. It's going, Dr. E. Now, what up, greatness?
Right.
This is what blows me, and it always blew me. Y'all, we know how we said the area looks small, chat, when you're there. Now, this is what always blew me. This is what blew me a long time ago. When you're there, why those stumps don't look nothing like the stumps that are at the store? The thing that you pull your car up to, the thing, those don't even look like that at the store. They're not that even. They're not that straight. They all crooked. They look fucked up. They gray. They ain't yellow bright. Ain't no lines where they got those lines drawn there at all.
So do you think they changed those, or they's not the same?
No, but that's what's one of the things that blew me when I was on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
The stumps where the car pull up don't look the same. Those ones right there are straight. The ones that are at the store look like they threw the cement down and took their palm to their hand and shaped it. And I said, damn. And I'm going to show you that. So we're going to go back and show you that too. But that's not the first time that I spotted that. I seen it before. It's a lot of shit that look different in the picture that when you see it at the store. I mean that.
Now you don't think? I mean, we do got to add. We got to add. We got to add. We got to add.
Like, man, what the fuck? Why them stumps? I think I got a video.
But we got to.
Go ahead.
Because you got to add the remodel. You know what I'm saying? You got to add the remodel now. You know they have remodeled, so they may have. Not saying they did, but they could have took the stumps up. They could have took those stall things up and replaced them as well as the.
All right, here you go, Hope. Trying to see.
You know, there's been a little time.
All right, here you go. Now look. Oh, I got you right here. I got it. Now watch me. Watch me work. Watch me work again. Watch this, gang. Now y'all look at them stumps right there, right, Dr. E?
Right.
All right, y'all ready to see this? What up, Memphis native? That's my guy. Watch this. I want y'all to look at the stumps. Now this is the stumps. Straight, even. Look at the stumps. Now watch this. Y'all be like, this nigga right here, boy. This nigga. Watch this, gang. Now watch. Let me show y'all. Now look at them stumps. Look how broke that stump look. Look at the space. I'm at the screenshot it. Look at them stumps.
Now are they yellow or white?
They got a blue. Now look.
From the store.
Now look. Go back. Look. I'm gonna pause it.
I have my keto cookies. So you know.
Now look at them stumps.
I see that. And they also white. That's why I was asking the question. Now in the video they look yellow. Right?
Now they blue now. They spray painted them. We know they spray painted. Look, they spray painted it for Dolph. They are spray painted. It looked like they were yellow. But look at the stumps. Look how them two are super close right there.
So I mean, so what you said? Were they yellow, or when Dolph came up on the scene, were they really yellow, or is that just camera?
We'll look and see. We don't know that, but what I'm trying to specify to everybody is the distance. That stump that car right there where it's parked is almost like where Dolph's car was. But I'm trying to show y'all, look at the space.
I see they crooked.
Yeah, look at
how they crooked.
Uneven they look.
And so when you go back to the video, it shows them being straight, and they also are yellow.
Right, Michael say he know it's finna crumble. Operation Cookie Crumble. Now look. Look at the stumps there. Everybody get it. I'm going to screenshot this shit tomorrow and set it up right. I'm going to screenshot that, sit that next to one picture, and then screenshot. I'm going to get you 3 different copies, and I want y'all to goddamn it be the judge.
Mm-hmm.
Now look at that. Look at that. Look how that look. It almost looked like 2 stumps is in the one space, right? Like 2 stumps is in one spot where one car could go, right?
Yeah. Like it's broken in the middle or something. Where the car is.
Right. Uneven. Look how uneven Steve and that motherfucker is.
Yeah, and the other one's crooked. You know, from the other one.
Right. Now let's go back. We could be wrong. You know, we ain't perfect on this shit. Now we could be wrong. Now let's go back and we studying. This is what we do. Now everybody keep get a good eye. I'm about to take this away. I want y'all to look. Now let's go back to what we were just looking at.
Yeah. A little very straight from there. One, a little yellow. But then, you know, I guess it's a black and white, so I don't know. Is that some coloration from the camera? But then, like you said, that second one looks straighter than what it looks when you kind of stand on the ground with it. It looks a little more straighter from the air. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but.
And one of them was chopped. One of them has a chop in it.
Yeah.
The second stump got a chewed up chop. So tell me in between, where did other chops come from at then?
Yeah. And that would be this. These would be
all of a sudden.
And these right here would be newer. I mean, but these would have been older because this would have been before the shooting, right? So what y'all took a picture of would be after the fact. So it shouldn't be broken up after the remodel on top of that, right? So, and then if anything, they would have replaced the stumps. They should be actually like they are now, fixed, painted, or whatever, and they not. So that is suspect. So we pay attention to details.
This
is suspect.
Now look at it again. Now, let's do another double check. Look at it again. Now look at the second stump. Now we trying to figure out how did this one. Now look. Now remember, this is before it happened. So this is, and it's so confusing because. The store, you got the messed up store that got robbed with the green counter. Then you go to a whiter store, new stuff. Then you shut down. You open back up. You got checkerboard floors.
But they didn't fix the stuff.
Right. So
they didn't pay no new lines outside. You know what I'm saying? There's some things they still left out the parking lot if they were new.
And now we go back. That's true, Dr. E. Now we go back and look at the stumps again. That don't look the same, gang. What chewed up the stump right there?
Yeah.
Look at the dents in the ground right there over there.
And then you would think if they remodeled that, they would have fixed all that too and repainted new lines and all that on the outside of the parking lot too. They didn't do all that. Just saying. Like you said, they got new floors inside. They remodeled the inside.
Kind of close. They bounced out, came running this way. Up in there.
Look at that chunk taken out. Where did that chunk get taken out?
Cookies. So you know, Dolph.
See that chunk?
Yeah, it was like it's broken.
parked somewhere right up in there, kind of close.
It's almost like
bounced
two.
out.
It look like it makes it look like it's two different stumps in
here.
one stall.
So you also get to see how close
Broken.
that door is to that wall, and where he fell out. You know, the famous plant. They just moved it. Doggy on the wall. You watching We Beat You gang, the air conditioner, cameras here. So they got two.
Now there are 2 cameras. Now you see the other camera?
Yeah, one to the side where the Family Dollar store is, and the other one, that's when it would have got Dolph actual unaliving, that first one right there.
That would have got him falling out the window a little bit. Now it looked like we're looking from the second camera, right? But this is the throw off.
Yep.
Now when she told me, now watch this. When she told me that the camera, there was one sitting above his head. I said in the store, she said, yeah, and the family didn't want the people to see that. Now that could have been her meaning that the camera outside. So that means this first camera, right?
Yeah.
Because you do see Dolph fall out the window. So that means this first camera
is the one they didn't show.
Wasn't the one that they didn't show.
The second camera by the Family Dollar is the one we getting all the views from.
That we getting. But guess what that camera's turned at, though?
Supposed to be turned toward the dollar store.
That second camera is turned at the dollar store, in the corner of the dollar store. Well, why at that moment that we got that footage that the camera was facing the other way?
Now, this is my assumption again. Now, remember now, we got 2 other cameras. Remember, we count all the cameras? We got 2 other cameras, remember, on the side of the store, too. So those cameras were probably ahead of that side. That camera, we just kind of zooming off the view, is the one taking that corner where it's facing where we didn't see all the footage coming from. And then the other one would show a closer thing inside the store and who goes in the door. And it will also show probably inside the store where Dolph is. You know, it probably, you know what I'm saying?
So is this why that she said, now, is this the true reason why? Now, can anybody put this together? Is this the true reason why she said 2 different systems? Because the camera that is facing the wall that me and Dr. E spotted, that's sitting over there looking at, it's a longer, old school looking camera, right?
But I think when she said 2 different systems, remember that question was pertaining to, is that one linked to the other store?
Right.
And that's when she said
about it. But there still could be 2 different systems on that store, because you got 2 different looking cameras right here, and then you got another camera system. So what's that camera system? That makes 2 different systems.
Okay, that's what you said.
You see what I'm saying? So did the police come and get the old camera? Because the one up me and Dr. E looked at above that lady head that was holding the baby, that's one of them old school looking cameras that the police can walk in, right, and take that. While they got the footage of this, you got your ass popped right there. That's your 2 different systems. Dope fiend.
Yeah, that could be it. Because I'll just say you got more modern cameras right there compared to the older one, which, like you said, the one that's kind of move and it spins around kind of on the outside like a regular camera, like a handheld camera. That's on a mount. But those right there are the ones that's in that bubble. So it's kind of like, you know, how you recess inside the molding of the building, right? The plaster of the building. So but are they on 2 different systems? They could be.
Put a 1 in the chat, everybody. I'm going to make it make sense again. So let's give Raven the benefit of the doubt. And think about this. Can anybody just type this in the chat? The first camera that you see, the closest, the one at the top, the closest one to you that you're looking at, that camera, what we would regularly be thinking is the one that we're seeing, right? Now that we're looking at the shooting happen. That's what we think. That's, you know, if you're not there, that this camera would be the one that we're seeing footage of it happening. But when you look at the footage, you can tell it's further back, right? Because this camera right here is damn near right at the door a little bit. So with this camera this camera is actually facing like right there where Dolph's arm came out the window. Ex-Angel, ain't it? Where Dolph's arm came out the window is where this camera is. But we're seeing it from the second camera. Because she told me the reason why that she said it was a camera right above Dolph. Now that making sense? This is what she told me. There was a camera above Dolph, and the family did not want to see all of it happen. So I'm thinking that it's in the inside of that store. I said, well, wouldn't that, you know what I'm saying? We've been able to see his body from that, that angle. Because at some point you think you would have seen some glass or something on that ground after it happened.
Now, did y'all see it in the camera when y'all went up there on that inside?
I got some good information that everybody gonna have to read this. What you say, Dr. E?
I said, did you see while y'all went on the scene, did you see an actual camera right through where Dolph's body would have been laying at in the inside?
No, there's nothing there.
Yeah, so that has to be
I had to rethink it. That's why I had to rethink it. Now, I had to rethink it. I said, okay, this first camera would have been the one.
Has to be.
That was sitting over his body. That they didn't want us to see. So that second camera, and when you look at the footage, it looks like it's further back. And we're going to look at it again. But when you go, I made sure I looked good. I went up in there and I looked and I seen, because in the inside of it, it got like a little circle lens that you can see where that lens is inside that bubble.
Right.
So, and that lens was facing like right at the door, like where Dolph would have been at. It wasn't turned out the way we see it.
Right.
It wasn't turned out. It was like pointed down at the door, like kind of like cocked towards the door, like if somebody trying to break in.
Right.
Then that second camera, I made sure I walked up on that and really seen that motherfucker was turned all the way at the Dollar General, like that old school looking camera that we was looking at.
Mm.
So what does that make you have? Two different systems, right? Because that other camera is connected to your store.
Well, I mean that would be yeah, but that would be totally thrown off though, because we getting everything that we seeing on that video is definitely coming from that camera on that's facing down toward Dolph car. That's where we're getting all the footage from, because it's coming from that top side corner. So for it to be facing the dollar store, it is like I said, you got two other cameras on the side of the store, remember? So it wouldn't make any sense for that camera to really be facing toward the dollar store. That'd be a whole throw off. You have three cameras facing the dollar store. What would be facing the front? Just that one camera where it's the door. But why would that camera be taking so much footage from the very back? Because you can see that camera from where it is, the distance. It's got to be that very last camera, because it's getting everything in the parking lot.
Yep. There you go.
This ain't.
So why, if that other camera is facing there, y'all haven't allowed us, and like may it be gory or whatever the case may be, Dolph, it probably did show Dolph get chopped up. But are they seeing this in real life? Did they allow the people, who saw this in real life is the question. Who saw this happening on real time? Who saw this other than the detectives or anything? Hell, did the lawyer see this shit in real life? Did the lawyer see him get gunned down? So let me read this about the ADT. Let's read this. Remember, these cameras are controlled by an app on the phone. Absolutely. It's being controlled. I got an app on my food truck right now. I can see everything that motherfucker move around when it go. So she say, buy an app on the phone. And it says, I can be set. Okay. I guess she meant it, because she's driving, y'all. So remember, she's talking through her phone. And I can be set to record. And so she meant it. So it can be set to record a certain area at a certain time. Y'all getting that? Okay, at a certain time of day. And all the footage is saved to the cloud and can be assessed 24/7, 365. Now, you know she's serious when she said 365, Dr. E. Two different systems means she said that Airways was linked to somebody else's phone. And the downtown location was linked to her phone, which she can access them both from the ADT app. Now, will ADT has a system, and maybe they can have a couple of their old homemade cameras. Excuse me, I say homicide. That's what goddamn. Okay, will ADT has a system? What she meant, well, ADT has a system. Maybe a couple of their old homemade cameras set up for another reason, or maybe they just fake cameras that are meant to look real. I don't know. Now I'm speculating. That makes sense too. All generated from a computer, not an actual video, not the actual video footage. That's why everything is edited. The police don't take care. Okay, the police don't.
Mic check.
Got you. We tapped in.
Microphone check.
Mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Had dropped. We all dropped.
Okay. All right. Please give 50 likes if you didn't get the like, y'all. Please get that like. Hit that like button. Just so we 30 likes. That's cool, but we need 6 more likes. I know a lot of people forget when they come in, but they do keep us in the algorithms, y'all. They do, and it's been working. It's keeping us in the algorithms. We are doing positive things. We building and not tearing anything down. And we need to be mindful and respectful to that. Respect the channel. I would respect yours and hit the like button if I came to yours. To all the CCs. Now check it out. The people don't take the cameras there. There's no camera to take the police downloaded. Okay, so the police downloaded the footage on a SD card from the hard drive in the store, and they took the SD card. Ooh. And you remember what Patrina Douglas was talking about? She said this was valid too. So ADT does not offer those spin around cameras. Okay, now it's getting deep. ADT does not offer those spin around cameras. So is that the cameras that we're looking at? Those spin around cameras, okay, for business. Okay. That you have to have a tape. That makes sense in the camera. ADT only offers the wireless system with a hard drive that you can control from your phone. Wow. Wow. And and you know, if I got 2 locations, all our phones are going to be sequenced on all of them. You ain't going to have one on one building and this person have that so you can miss something. That's another lie, gang. It don't add up for people that do business. I ain't going, you going to have that store and I'm going to have this store. No, all our shit, all these screens going to be, and we seeing everything. If you miss it, I seen it. That's just how I go. Me and Dr. E have a business, 2 stores. Both our stores going to be linked. Not one store. So when Dr. E go to sleep and I could be up, he missed the crime, but I see the crime. Make it make sense. Raven, make it make sense to me. Why would you have 2 different systems? That you saying that did you all type of ways. Dr. Doc D, let me ask you
Mic
this.
check. Mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear
keep
me?
getting dropped. Yeah, I keep getting
Can you
dropped.
hear me?
Go ahead. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, now listen. Two different systems, right? Now, me and you got a business. We got two stores. We done came up enough to you to have your store and I got my own, but they the same name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you just have your store on your phone and I have my store, but we both making money together and my store on this phone? It don't make sense because wouldn't both of our phones have both systems on the phone? Because if you sleep and don't see what's going on, I could be up and be like, damn, somebody breaking in the store and call you, right? Because you sleep.
So they might too, and it should probably alert them if something's happened, such as break in or something is going on too, right? As far as a break in go, not talking about the shooting, but as far as a break in, right?
Right.
Shouldn't they alert ADT? Right, like so. Into it wasn't that sitting there watching it and say, "Oh, somebody's breaking in our store. Let's call the police." I mean, ADT should have been notified off the top, and then, like they said, they should have been able to see everything that happened with the camera footage.
You talk about that break-in. That break-in different than the unaliving with dog because that's not a break-in.
Right. And break-in, ADT should be alerted when break-in.
Right.
ADT should have been alerted. That's also ADT should have video camera.
Dr. E, your footage. Check your mic.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now say something.
How about now?
No, you sound better. You got good feedback now.
Okay, a little bit.
Yeah, you good. You good.
Okay, so going back to the back of the store again. In the back of the store, ADT should have a camera, right?
Right.
Nobody is talking about it ever so ever. So any video in back of the store that everybody see it. Why not?
That's why there's so much shit they took out of this.
Now they may be thinking, oh, well, it's not. They may be thinking it's not right. They may think it's not important to us, but I would think at least the cops would have a video of the last 24 hours or anything that happened in the back of the store too, in case somebody came in case somebody got planted, in case some door got unlocked. It should be footage of everything that goes on back of the store. The cat that ran across the back, the possum that ran across the back, whatever, right?
I think that
we're not showing that.
All right, and you know what comes into play with that Band-Aid gang is this. We may not see the footage of us. We may not see it.
Mm-hmm.
But they probably seen it, and the investigator is probably trying to get it because this is going to roll over on the cookie shop. Go-Band is going to give up Cookie Shop and Gotti.
And they got it.
Cookie Shop is going to give up Gotti. Because the Cookie Shop going to give up Zach.
If they got it, though, then that means that they already know what's going on and who walked in the back and who came in the back.
They just watching the cookie crumble.
Right.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they call that shit Operation Cookie Crumble. I said that. You know the police be having their days. They call this Operation Cookie Crumble. Because they could be sitting watching everything like Cupcake said. They know what's going on. They just letting them roll to build the case. A lot of y'all didn't know Cornelius got to come back. Cornelius supposed to have been unalived. So Cornelius saved himself, and maybe the system is saving Cornelius for a reason. Because think about it. If Memphis is so crooked and all that, and it is crooked, let's be mindful of that. But the thing about it is, they could have been got him. They could have been got Cornelius. They could have been got Cornelius. with them crooked ass cops. They could have been made something happen. But he's still alive.
True. Yeah, he floated all over town, right? He all over the place. Yeah.
They gonna call him a dope fiend in court. That's what they gonna get him with. You a dope fiend. You don't know what you was thinking. Wasn't you sitting up in there and you told that man that when you came up off of your high? So we don't know what you was doing. You're a dope fiend. They gonna call him a dope fiend. And he wasn't seeing. If you're not thinking straight, how we know if you were seeing straight? How did my client set this up? They're gonna make him look like a dope fiend. He gonna keep telling. But Hernandez Goben's gonna have to do a lot more than making Cornelius look like a dope fiend. He has to. He has to get flaws. It's just not making him look like a dope fiend. It's gonna work because this man told on himself.
But so see, I'm tripping off of.
To go and get footage.
But how would he disconnect himself from the two shooters at this point when they said he was the mastermind?
Well, that's hearsay.
So I'm just trying to say. How would he really do it?
Try to make it look like he say. He gonna try to make it look like, you know, man, you don't have enough proof. That's you just saying. But they do got phone conversations.
Mm-hmm.
They do got phone conversations. They do.
And you think, well, that would make the shooters like they just, the two shooters just randomly came up with the unalive, and then they wasn't the master. What's his name? Goban had no mastermind and nothing to do with this whole middle thing. You know what I mean? That would mean he's out of it. But that just doesn't fit.
Right.
Them guys wouldn't have been connected without. Right. It wouldn't have been connected without the money, and that's where the whole Goban thing comes in. He's a connection to Jook and the money.
Right. Goban gonna act like he don't know he gonna say he knew straight drop.
Still connect them to the money.
He's still connected to the phone call with Cornelius too.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. He can't
phone calls with Cornelius, but if the phones, that could be it. Cornelius, he can make it look like Cornelius was just trying to buy some dope after he got high. Because see, you got them expensive lawyers gonna be like, didn't you? Don't you get high? Yes. So didn't you say that you got some money in your last testimony and you went straight to Hernandez Govan, right? Yeah. So what makes us think that you was going back when you talked to my client that you was going to go get some more drugs after you unalived somebody to get it off of your mind? That's how they're gonna attack.
It still don't make any sense though. I hear all you saying, but I'm just saying it don't take away. I'm just saying it don't take away Cornelius from being part of the whole situation though. He can't get off the hook.
You mean Hernandez Goban?
Yeah, go ahead and can't get away from the connection because dope or not, you supplying them dope. You connecting these dudes. Why wouldn't you get a crash out dummy to be? I mean, I'm just saying on that other side, you got to look at the other side. Gonna be fighting for their client too, and they're gonna be like, well, my client told you what he did. He's connected to Goban. The other one's gonna be saying, no, he's not. He's not. Goban had nothing to do with it. But it's like he's definitely the mastermind in the middle of all this money part. He may not be the only mastermind, as we saying now. We connecting it to Jook. Jook has been unalive, but obviously we see from the little videotape, the little bit we seen, it connects him into the money. When he said, "Me and bruh," that is, you can't get away from that. Me and bruh gonna come up with a.
I truly believe that Gotti's working.
Gotti's trying to disconnect himself, if that's what it is. I know Diamond going to talk about that. Without even bringing Gotti into it right now, though, we know Jook and Gotti's brothers. We know that Jook got his money from Gotti and being, part of the record label. So with that being said, without even mentioning Gotti's name, it connects him definitely to the record label. Just to say that, and the money source.
And the real
that
estate.
we know. and whatever. And then it comes back the other way when it comes to Goban, because him and Goban are talking, and he's a street connection. So we know they had conversation. We know they was cool with each other, and we know they was talking about this whole master plan thing. It had to be them too, but they wasn't going to do it. They had to get some shooters. So that's when the shooters come in by being a manager to one, and the other one want to get a record deal, whatever the case is. So he gets these two crash out guys to be the shooter. So now they even snitched on him and told him, well, he's the mastermind the whole thing. They ain't telling the lie from what we just broke down going backwards. So that Goban, what I'm saying, there's no way he can disconnect himself from them talking about, well, he's a dope fiend. That don't mean nothing. Because at the end of the day, you pay the dope fiend to do the hit. You feel what I'm saying? It don't take away from the fact he can't disconnect himself from that. What he gonna have to do is try to make it seem like he don't have no connections to Gotti, or either he gonna have to tell on Gotti. Which one is gonna be? Because Jook is gone. So where the money was coming from? Come on now.
That part.
I don't really see what else he can do but snitch. I really don't. But we know we got to wait till it happens, right? But I'm like, I don't know no way he can do it. But I don't know if it's a smart move for him to do it either, unless he protect the custody or something. Because I would think that somebody be working on it right now to take him out, just like they did Jook. Because if not, he gonna talk. And if he talk, that's gonna connect the head wig. The big money is going to connect it. But as Diamond said, if Gotti's not connected to all this and it was this Jook thing, well, that's the only way we can find that out. It's going to be Goban. And the only ones left is kind of like the, Keefy D and P. Diddy situation.
You're right.
Without zip in the middle, it don't connect. Right? So they learned something from that. If you take zip out, then you can't connect P. Diddy and Keefy D. Well, it's the same thing right here. If you take Jook out, then you can't connect Gotti with Goban. See what they learned from that? Ding. But if just like Keefy D, if he get to keep pointing the finger, they start trying to backtrack some kind of other way to trace their money, it's gonna come back. Mm-hmm. Because one thing different. This is a direct connection to the money when you talking about Jook, because Jook was the CEO or whatever, the assistant of the CMG. So he got access to the money like bro do. As he said, me and bro gonna put some stuff together. That told it all right there. Now tell me something different.
Wow.
Who you think that was? Did you think that was?
They did.
You think it was JD?
No, they did.
They Jook. They offered him 20 million.
Yeah, got it.
Wow.
He him a month later.
Yeah, we cover all of that. So that's who you think offered him the 22 million?
That's what I know. They got them bad boy, all they closed down. All 5 of them dead.
Oh.
There's nobody real behind him. All of them dead. And I go on record to say that. All of them.
And did you hear what he said? He said, I'll go over the track and say that. Over the railroad track over there. Yep. He said, I'll go over that railroad track and say that.
So he kind of confirmed what I just said.
Oh.
There's nobody real behind him.
He said, ain't nobody live behind this.
And that's OG right there, y'all. That is Dolph uncle. It's his street uncle from his father.
That's a street uncle from his father.
Oh.
There's nobody real behind him. All of them dead. And I go on record to say that. All of them dead. All 5 of them.
Damn. He said all 5 of them dead.
You just dropped some gems right there.
OG telling it straight. He ain't got nothing to lie about.
You think that
he know. The street always know more.
Look. The hit out on his life, they call it a track. The hit didn't have nothing to do with the fight. They did that because they knew him. They knew he was coming.
Yup.
Look. See?
They did that because they knew him. They knew he was coming.
So they knew he was coming to the cookie shop.
Every time he came to Memphis, he stopped at the cookie shop. He got his mama some cookies.
Yeah.
That's him and his brother. That's the only time he wouldn't be with his security is when he went to his mama house. You don't want nobody to know where your mama lives.
Right, that's right.
So that's how they got it.
So they knew he was coming to inside job at the cookie shop.
He's telling you straight. You always get the raw facts straight off the street, especially somebody like that. That's his father's best homie, and like an uncle to Dolph. You know, and he's seen him every day. That's a community story. He hung out every day, all the time. Popped up, showed up, and seen him all the time. Call him up. What up, Unc?
That was his hood. And at the end of the day, what y'all hear black youngsters and them screaming with them guns? We got all that coming. We at the stove, Dolph. Where you at, Dolph? We at the stove.
Yep.
That's what they was talking about. We at the stove. Where you at, Dolph? We at the stove. Where you at, Dolph? When they say that stove, that's the stove.
They know that's the spot. He freaking. That's where he pull up. That's where he get his, like, maybe his snacks. You know, and they got a dining area and stuff up in there. So he may pull up there all the time, grabbing some chicken wings or something. You know, a lot of dudes in the hood do.
And they got a night when you walk in, they got a big old menu, all kind of food in that stove.
Mm-hmm.
Now look.
That's how they got it.
So they knew he was coming to inside job at the cookie shop.
Inside the cookie shop.
There you go. See, I see it damn. Y'all heard it. Say it one more time. He was. Watch this. Gonna do what? Look at his shoes blue. His shoes blue, Dr. E. See, I see it damn. Y'all heard it. Say it.
They ain't red.
Everybody at that cookie shop had on all red.
Had red on, red Jordans, red whatever. Everything was red up in there. So the store colors is red.
Dolph? Where you at, Dolph? We over at the stove.
And black youngsters them wear red. You know what I mean? So that's kind of a blood crip kind of thing too in Memphis.
Look.
You go a little deep.
He was gonna do what? Why would he say? See, I see it damn. Y'all heard it. Say it one more time. He was gonna do what?
Shoot a video.
That day.
Where he got murdered at.
So they knew he was. Where he got murdered. I said damn.
So just adding that a little bit, you think that had a little something to do with it too, that black youngsters them kind of had a little beef with Dolph because they were kind of affiliated with the Bloods, where Dolphins kind of affiliated with the Crips?
Absolutely.
You think they had a little something to do with it?
Absolutely. See, a lot of people don't know Mozzie is a connection with the Bloods. Them boys out of Sacramento. Y'all see Dolph plugged in, not Dolph, excuse me. Gotti plugged in with, you know, I say too much, but he plugged in with Mozzie. I'm from the Bay Area. I'm a native of Chicago, but I was raised in the Bay. So all my partners, all my high school days is there. And I was just born in Chicago, and it was a place I go back and forth from Chicago. You know, in the summer, I go to Chicago, come back. Then I ended up, you know, in my later years moving there and leaving the Bay. So I grew up off Bay music, and people from Sacramento, they call it Oak Park. So y'all, a lot of people know Mozzie. And I got a song with Mozzie Shooter. It's a group of people they call themselves Mozzies. Mozzie is the blood connection and that whole section inside.
And that's connected to black youngsters in Memphis.
Mozzie. Yeah, Mozzie. Hold on, I'm going to show you. Hold on.
And then another thing to add to that, what you just said, then Dolph is connected to the Crips, which would be Great Streets. The particular Great Streets is what he even got a video with the Great Streets in it, and wearing they purple. So those who don't know, Great Street is a Crip set in California, but they wear purple and not just blue.
I'm going to show y'all that. I'm going to show the old man clip and show y'all the connection. Show y'all Mozzie. This is Mozzie. I'm gonna share that and go back to that screen. So let me go ahead and show y'all this. That's them boys. Them boys about that life for real. But this when he was younger. But if anybody know, Mozzie had just signed. He signed to Gotti. So y'all heard the old man. Let's finish him. And watch this.
He was coming. Yeah. They called him when he pulled in.
Wow.
He went in, they jumped out and got him, pulled in right behind him.
I said, damn. It's crucial. We beat you.
He just told you. It was inside job. So let's go ahead and drop this screen. I'm going to keep my information up here. So let me show you this. This is that connection here. Let's tie the loose ends. A couple of loose ends, but we still got a lot of shit. We got a long way to go. But this Mozzie. I want to play the music on my live. Hold on. So let me mute it. I mute this. Let's see.
So this dude is signed to Gotti too?
This guy is signed. Yeah, he's signed to Gotti. Hold on. Let me mute this.
So that makes him part of CMG, correct?
Yeah, he's CMG. This is when he's younger. He just signed. They had I'm gonna show it to you. They had Moneybag, yo, all of them had on white. And they blessed him with his chain. What? This Mozzie now. They from Oak Park. Them all bloods. So he got, not only do he plugged in with them boys in Oak Park in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
I got a song with Mozzie Shooter. That's his partner. They all call it, like, got Mozzie name in front of everything, all of them. Them boys real murder gang. That's what they hit us. Them boys is hitters. That's before I didn't want to play his music because, you know, you're going to get copyright. But to avoid the copyright, that's why I did that. But I'm going to show you Mozzie signing with to CMG. Now watch.
And that would make that would bring the understanding of why they're influenced so much by the California gang.
So here they go right here. He going short. There he go, getting his stuff. Look at the surrounding. See, they giving him his stuff. See it? Moneybag,
okay.
go. They all throwing that blood up. You see it? They go Black Youngster.
Huh?
My thug.
Watch what he say on blood.
Come on.
He just got out.
Independently, you got 10, 20.
Look.
So that showed the blood connection to what's going on in Memphis.
What they doing? Gotti playing Monopoly. Gotti's playing Monopoly. Let's go.
You smell it on it? Yeah, like a motherfucker. Yeah,
blood. What they say on blood? You heard him?
I heard that.
On blood.
Yeah. You smell it on it? Yeah, like a motherfucker. Yeah, blood.
I heard that. Mm-hmm.
Thug. Yeah. They saying, man. Come on. Blood. Yeah, give me.
Independently, you got 10, 20 people working on your shit. When the majors get involved, you know, it's 10, 20 people in just one department. So you got about 100 people on your shit, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, however it play out. But I won't.
You got red on again. Please stay wearing red. So that explains the influence that Black Youngster got because they got a blood on the team. It makes it even more official. And so that automatically means that Dolph associated with Crips is going to be a blood Crip thing as well. But maybe bring animosity.
So that's why I say.
That.
Yeah,
just adding that in there.
It's still it's still a hustling game, but it's a monopoly game that Gotti's playing. That's why he went to time. That's why a lot of people don't know. Hold on, I've been listening to a lot of people don't know that I used to want to be an AR, so I've been listening to Zillionaire Zoe and Montana 700. Them boys still have talent. So he got his ear to the street. You feel what I'm saying? He know what he doing. When he went down there and got them boys, they doing their thing. You know, on their street shit or whatever the case may be. You know, streets, real niggas know real shit. So at the end of the day, I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, that's a monopoly. He playing Monopoly. He playing Monopoly in Sac. I got the West. I'm in Sacramento. Sacramento close to what? The Bay.
Mm-hmm.
We only an hour and a half away from Sac. You can get there in an hour. You know what I'm saying? So you got the northern part. You know, you really ain't got the south, but you got northern because you got Mozzie. Mozzie, the hottest thing out of Sac. So you got Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
And Mozzie, a lot of people know Mozzie. Them boys, they doing their thing. So it's Monopoly he's playing. You know what I'm saying? So he just knocking out the box. He playing Monopoly. He's smart with what he do. But at the end of the day, it's the game. That's why I be thinking he working with them police and he getting away with everything because of his family, the connection with the Bovans. But we don't know what if the feds ain't gonna just keep letting that shit happen. We don't know. That's all gonna play out here shortly. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, it was planned. Remember, Veronica and Soul there was 2 cars. White Benz shot it up. The other car parked, got out, stayed on the scene. Look up the CMG song we call Gangsta Art. Okay. Baby at the Oak Park store in Sacramento. Treetop Bloods. You already know what time it is then. Okay. Is that the Mozzie Kevin Gates be talking about, Dove? I'm sure because Gates is a blood too. Okay. Big-headed ass Ho Gotti. You had GDs, Bloods, Crips all over this. Exactly. That too. 42 Doug. Well, he got Detroit too because he got 42 Doug. And we know that the Bovans was doing a lot of business where? In Detroit. In the deal.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was they hubs. And they also was out there in Dayton, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Dayton, they was doing all that shit. Dayton, all of that shit.
So that's why I said Memphis has always been a hub for East, West, Midwest. You know, it's definitely a connection.
And where did Raven work at before she started going to the cookie shop? The post office.
Oh, I thought she was a stripper too, though.
She's a stripper too, but she says she quit her job where? At the post office.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Y'all see the connection?
Yeah.
Letting the packs come in through the post office, working at the post office. You working at the post office, you shipping them things out too, allegedly.
Shipping them things and dropping them things.
Dropping them things, shipping them things.
Buttering them things, making cookies, and she did it all.
Now my alleged thing is that Hernandez Govan, he don't want to look like a rat. He did speak it out. Everybody know he spoke out and said he's going to get a PI. And this is my synopsis on everything. I'm not saying I'm right. Do your own research. But I'm just saying, just covering the things that I think if his life is on the line, if he does not, it doesn't look good for him. That cookie don't seem like it's going to crumble. he's gonna really let. I'm thinking, but on the back end, he's gonna let the cookie shop roll over on Gotti. He just don't want to be the one to say it. He ain't gonna go in there and make it. He's trying to clear his name against, goddamn it, against Cornelius, because he gotta face Cornelius, y'all. He has to face Cornelius. Remember that. Nobody thought about that. Where's Cornelius? Why he ain't been sentenced? Because reason why they hit him is because of the fact that he has to go against Hernandez Govan. Cornelius got to go back to got to go hit that stand again. And at the end of the day, he's going to turn around. Watch what I'm saying. He's going to come back. Govan don't want to look like he's snitching on them.
He's going to have to,
He's
though.
a rat. He's an informant. He's going to do anything, but he don't want to look like he's telling. So he's going to let the cookie shop tell on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the only thing he can do. Because other than that, you know, and then when he does that, I mean, he's going to have to go wide open on the cookie shop.
Right. He's going to make the police look like they didn't do their job. Like we said again, he's going to say, why did they let this man go inside of the store? Okay, where's the cameras in the back? They're going to go start getting the cameras. They're going to start looking at shit that they didn't regularly look at because the police was hiding. So they're going to be like, okay, they going to want to know was that back door open when that shooting happened. They want to see. Okay,
all right.
She's telling us that there was cameras all the way around, but we don't know. I want to be the scene afterwards.
Had to be. I mean, because it ain't no way you're going to have a business don't have no backdoor camera.
It probably did, but they could have took those too. If y'all see what I'm saying? They could have took them away and said, okay, we finna get ready to head. This was planned months ahead of time.
But that makes them guilty again.
That part.
How you going to have a business with no backdoor cameras? Come on, make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
You couldn't have me be the lawyer. That's the first thing I would ask him. As a lawyer, I would say, why wouldn't you have cameras on the back door? Come on, give it to me.
That's the dumbest shit. That's why they call it getting back door. No, it's kicking your goddamn back door. Nobody want to come to the front.
But having no camera on the back makes no sense. You in the hood too? Come on. It's like you got a house. You got a house, the same thing. If you have a house, you're not just going to put a camera on the front porch. That wouldn't make any sense.
And the sad thing about it is, we want to see how they're going to play in our face. We beat you. We got to see how they're going to play in the face, because those are the questions. I want to know. I wanted the questions that wasn't asked. I want to know. At least give us a lawyer that's talking to the people out there and saying, hey, why was that phone taken out of the store?
That too.
Why was that phone taken out of the store? And then not only that, because I'm gonna close out with this one. We're going on tomorrow, gang, and I got some it's gonna get deeper than this. We're gonna really listen to some more add on, and I got another one that's popping too. So yeah, I'm thankful for the Most High for giving us this information so we can gather. Hold on, let me show this. Let me show this last thing. I'm gonna end it with this one. And one more thing I'm gonna end it with. Y'all want y'all to see this again. I just want to
this
put
for
it
the chat. You got to think of. I always ask and think about the hard questions that nobody's asking. Think about the hard questions, but don't let all this stuff in the front just kind of fluff you. You got stuff that's going on in the back of the store, side of the store, pulling up like we're talking about Maurice pulling backwards and parking back. I don't know, a lot of stuff just don't make sense. So you ask yourself these questions like, wait, they can make it make sense.
Chocolate chip
again. But the new people that's in here, y'all probably didn't see it. Are you seeing my screen good, gang? Okay, so watch this, everybody. For the new people that's in here, if you're new, just pay attention to this scene. We have over here and on our channel over here, all the Band-Aid gang. This is the stuff that we've been covering. So if you just run across this video, can you see Dr. E, everybody? Okay, I'll run this by. So check this out, gang. Who in the goddamn store? That's what that. Another thing. Who's in the store? Look at them officers. Not only do we. Why is these officers? Who's in the store?
Want them to know we here.
Who's that in the store right there? Rubbing on Dolph's body with the door lock. Door closed. Look how many officer right there. Look. But there is somebody in the store. Right here, watch. Right there. There's his arm. And his arm moving. Who is that in that store? That's where Hernandez going. Who is that in the store? We need to know. Because that don't look right. Who is in there? And another thing. Why ain't no one on the scene saying anything about this shit, bro? Like, but you
they're not gonna endanger themselves. You know, even Raven wasn't gonna put them in blast like that. So you gotta understand they're not gonna do that because that would kind of defeat their own defense. But why they haven't been subpoenaed to speak on this is the question. Of course, they ain't gonna volunteer and do it, but they should have been subpoenaed to do it, right?
Yep. Cupcake hit him with another one. The PI can tell on everyone so Hernandez Govan won't look like a snitch. Except the PI cannot repeat hearsay. Only facts. I don't want nothing Lucifer has to offer. I know that's real. Makes sense at G Money. I forgot that money means nothing to me. To use it only for what I need. That's absolutely true.
Sure.
That's real. Mike says, I want to know how they get them how they get them go along knowing they coming to collect. That doesn't seem a person could be that what's that, naive. That's true. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Signs and symbols, but this looks funny. Has anybody paying attention to the picture, how it looks? Look like Maurice, the way it tunes in with the picture. Look at the background picture. Look at Maurice's eyes. Look like he got a mask on and he looking out the window with his arm.
I know it does look like that. That's all
Y'all
that.
see that? It looks like that's Maurice. That's Maurice. Ain't that funny how the camera just made that look like that? Don't that look like he got a white mask over his face, Dr. E?
Yeah, it does look like that.
And then his arm looking out the window. That's his other arm, his t-shirt, black t-shirt, and some gray dickies on. That's that nigga in there. Look at Maurice. Look at Maurice. The thing is telling on him, gang. The goddamn screen telling on him. Look at my... He looking evil too on that picture, boy. With the ski mask on. With the white mask on. I said, damn. Well, yes, gang. But there's a lot of things that need to be answered, y'all. We did our 3 hours today. We ain't trying to go on for all night. We still moving. We want to have plenty for everybody, y'all. It's getting closer and closer. How many days we got left? Hold on, let me check. I said, damn. What we got, y'all, to the 13th, 18th? What is it, the 18th? Anybody got the date again?
I think it was the 18th.
So, shit, let me see. Ooh, got my phone charged right on time. My internet was about to go off. So, we got... It's 1 o'clock. And I got to get up early. So, many more days. 18. Almost a month. Yep, 18. You're welcome, Mike. I just be trying to stay fresh on the skills, y'all. And like we say, we started here in the cookie shop. This is where we going to end at. Because it's right here in the cookie shop. You heard the OG. It's just we finding out the twist. finding out the twist, letting them know we know the twist. So I've been trying to tag, and like I told y'all, I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call online. Just let them know we be seen. Tell them to pay attention to our channel. Anything, you never know. Anything could work, gang. And that's how much I love Dolph, man. I just want this case to be solved. I do. I want that man to get justice. And I also doing it for my own sanity and y'all's sanity, because we finna let this happen. They already did us with Tyree Nichols. I said, damn, they really did us all type of ways with Tyree. They already did us all type of ways with that. And anybody that know the Dolph case, no, that's a Scorpion unit.
Yeah, and then they did the same way with Pete. They did the same thing with P. Diddy too. You know, they turned into a whole sex thing instead of a RICO. You know, and now even to throw the Trump thing, and they all want to go in politics, but they doing the same thing right now with the Epstein case too.
Yep, same shit, same soup, just reheated. Yep. Not this time, gang. We can't let them do us like this. Can't let us do us like this. And we just gonna always keep refreshing everybody. So I'm gonna end this with this, and I want y'all to think about it. And I'm gonna put these sirens on, and we out of here, gang. I'll leave y'all with this gem right here. Something to take with y'all. Something to take with y'all to think about. I put this
good night to the chat.
I put this short out today. What y'all think?
Knew that she is a tough fighter. She's going to stay always alive, and I didn't want to just go in there. And after just a couple of
you know it's not the camera, because Joe Rogan would be, his hand with the microphone would be like doing the same thing. It's only that guy. Look at that eye.
It's like, man, he gone. Somebody shot him. He gone. And I'm like, who gone? You know, we just trying to figure out what was going on. And then you can hear my dad, you know, he was just like, stay with me, dog.
Y'all better think about it. Signs and symbols. They out here amongst us. They are amongst us. And with that being said, hey, I'm telling you, it's a lot of people that got that going on. Thank you, guys. God bless you guys on your journey. Stay prayed up. The devil gonna come at you every day. But just stay prayed up. They don't want the truth being heard. Bless everybody on y'all journey. Thank y'all for watching us. We Beat You channel. If you're not subscribed and you came over, please subscribe. Please hit the like button if you're watching our videos. And we're going to see y'all tomorrow promptly and on time. God bless the Band-Aid gang, everybody that came in today. You guys are very appreciated. Thank you guys so much. MFD, Mike, G Money, Cupcake, Antoine, I think this was that Layla. Layla, thank you for coming. It's been a couple, definitely Memphis South, Memphis native, everybody that been returning. Antoine, Damon Brains, Greatness, Cynthia. I think Cynthia may be new. Minister Joy, she's always in the comment section. I didn't get a chance to read those comment sections, but I will tomorrow. Shouts out to Diamond Gang. I'm just trying to fit a lot in at a certain amount of time, guys. I'm a truck driver. I do got to get up early. I think us just doing our thing shortly and doing what we do is definitely keeping us with content, and it's definitely getting more in the algorithm. The longer the videos are, I think what we do it good. Wonder Mike, thanks Wonder Mike. I've been seeing him. Just want to give homage to everybody that comes to the channel. I try not to leave anybody out. No LA, NOLA girl or no LA girl. New Orleans girl, okay. And with that being said, thank you guys for coming out, Band-Aid Gang. We right here. We'll see y'all tomorrow. I will be dropping another short. We're doing pretty good with the shorts. We meet new people every day. Our video numbers are going up high, so I am very grateful for that. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. I am your host, C-Dub. Mr. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying. With Dr. E, y'all know what time it is. And the Diamond Gang. Thank you guys for joining. Shouts out to Miss Liz. Shouts out to the crew. Shouts out to everybody staying on a positive vibe. It's your boy, and we out. Bye.